What's going on, everybody? It's your boy King Seriously here with your boy King Phenom.
What up?
And we're back at it again. We missed last week, right?
Yeah, I wasn't feeling good. I think it was a mixture of I was a little under the weather, and then I had just gotten the new dog, and I think my body had to like adjust to having him around because like my face was all messed up.
From like, okay, I mean,
probably like
the
dander
weather's
and stuff
changing
like.
a lot.
Yeah, the weather changing, but I think it was like also like his dander and whatnot. He needed to get washed because, like, I'm not allergic to dogs, but I know I'm allergic to cats, and the way I was feeling around him for like the first 2 days is normally how I feel around cats all the time.
Okay, so he must have been around some.
Yeah, he's probably around some cats, and so we gave him a bath, and after that, I was feeling great.
Okay, cool, man. So I mean, in other words, life's happening.
Yeah.
Life's going on. All right, that's cool. So we at it again this week. We got some topics, subtopics, trailers we gonna get into. It's gonna be a good show, man. It's another serious and phenom show again.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot happened over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So I mean, we definitely had like I had to like delete so much shit off of the original list because this probably could have been like a 3-hour podcast.
Oh, really?
It was like within the last 2 weeks, I was like, I can try to bring this up so we can touch on it, but I won't leave it as like a main topic or like as a quick hit or anything at all because I don't want us going down that rabbit hole and messing up everything and just. I ain't trying to do a 3-hour show. I know you had work last night. You probably want to get a little bit of sleep before you gotta go back out to work today.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. I stopped by your spot yesterday. You weren't there though. Went to go see Gary Owen and Lil Rel. Yeah,
we just missed each other. I believe I got your text right when I was walking through the door. You was like, "Yeah, I'm leaving." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. We was over there for a minute. I was like, "Oh, you not responding?" I was like, "I thought you normally get here like around 9:30ish, but it's cool. We enjoyed ourselves. It was fun out there."
That's dope. So he was funny?
Yeah, Gary Owen was always, in my opinion, always funny.
Mm.
Like he had a great joke about. I'm not going to spoil the whole joke, but he basically had a great joke about how Black Twitter came after him after he said something about Monique, and when she did the whole Netflix thing, I think like she said something about a producer of his that's a real good friend, and I guess he kind of came up to the dude's defense. He was like, he's like, Black Twitter is real. He said Black Twitter tried to come for me and told me to stay in my lane, and he just gave some examples of how he's doing certain things that help African Americans, and he's just like, so y'all gonna tell me to stay in my lane, huh? It's like, like Black Twitter, have y'all done any of this shit that I've done? So it was funny. He like, I had the wife with me. She was up in that joint laughing. At one point, she thought something was wrong with me because I wasn't laughing. It's like, nah, I'm laughing. I'm just not like loud. Like all these black people around me act like they about to die.
That's the perfect time to do it, man. When everybody else is doing it, if it's a gut busting laugh, man, just let it go.
Nah, I feel like I got one of the voices that don't really do well with laughing. Like I feel like my voice is gonna get really, really high pitched, and I was like, nah, I ain't trying to hurt the ears of the person next to me. I'm like, like, but nah, that Jay was funny.
Ah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I ask you this: where would you rate him on your list of comedians? Like top 10?
I don't watch a lot of comedians, so it wouldn't be hard for him to be in my top 10 because I don't watch a lot of comedians. Like, I would have I have my Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, Martin. It's been a long time since I've seen some Richard Pryor stuff, but like I remember the last time I did see a Richard Pryor one, that shit made me laugh.
Hey.
What?
No, Showtime's in the chat.
Oh, what's up, Showtime?
He said you got that Kawhi Leonard laugh.
Nah, nobody got that laugh like. Somebody did a video of the movie War Dog with Jonah Hill, and they compared his laugh throughout the movie to Kawhi Leonard's. Like, oh, so that's what Kawhi got. What the fuck? Yeah, nah, don't insult me like that, man.
I was doing that. It was because it was a meme. It was a caption. It was like, he just learned how to laugh for the first time or something like that.
That's why everybody think Kawhi a robot. Like,
that's what robots. How they think humans laugh.
Yeah. That was Arnold in Terminator.
Right.
He was like, John Connor. But that joint was I could put him in my top 15 because once I have to like sit down and think about it, it's like it's a lot of people that go above him. But like as far as like a comic who relates to like black people, he's up there. Like, he's up there.
All right.
It's like but definitely it was definitely a good time. It was. I told my wife, I was like, you know what, we need to start going to more comedy shows. Like go to like the DC Improv and the comedy spots they got up in VA just to sit back and watch a comedy show. Because in this day and age, I need a good laugh and I need a place where, you know, all the crazy shit going on. I just need a place where I can escape and I can laugh at a situation, even if it's like a serious situation. I just need to be able to laugh for a few minutes and be like, all right, I don't have to feel totally depressed about the situation anymore.
Oh yeah, a good laugh would change a lot of. Perspective on stuff.
And sometimes you need to laugh even at the serious stuff because if you don't laugh at the serious stuff, it's just gonna like break your heart. And I ain't for that. Oh man, so Showtime's watching. The other person is me because I have it up to make sure that the video don't screw up.
Sweet. So 2.
Yeah, Showtime and Phenom
locked in.
Yeah, it's like. Don't worry, I put the back signal out on Facebook. It's like, find us here. You know how that goes. Like Twitch lets you add tags to your stuff now, so I tried to like add as many tags as I think people would look for. I'm like, in real life, podcasts, games, movies, TV, pop culture, like random shit. Support the black man.
So if you're looking for us, it's not hard to find us at all.
We're really not that hard to find. Like if you're on my Xbox, if you're a friend of mine on Xbox, you probably got the notification King Phenom's live on Mixer.
And I got it on my watch. Is that what that was?
Yeah, that's what it was. that's what it was. That's how I roll, man. I was like, I try to put this out as much as I can. I think the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get my little phone holder, my little phone tripod, and like find an old phone of mine, hook it up somewhere, and then I'm gonna use that to stream live to Facebook.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Like put it up there by the light or something. Oh man, I just realized I don't even have the light on. Like I wonder how it looks for everyone else. Don't look bad for me.
Showtime, how do we look?
Yeah. And now that we
got pretty good light behind me.
Yeah, it helps that it's a little light outside, but for the most part, had the damn dog in here, so I had to make sure the room was fresh and clean. Like, so anyone looking like behind Sirius, you might have seen the table behind them with the bottle of water and the candle. It's a really manly smelling candle though. I made sure my wife picked out the manliest smelling one she had. I'm sorry. So we got topics.
No, babe, that smells too. No. Like, that smells too much like flowers.
Like, no, I don't want cherry blossom.
Cherry rice.
I was like, give me something that got a little musk to it or something. Like, we're men. It's like brown. I didn't know whether or not brown was going to be here, but I was like, too bad the bass smells like man, and that lavender airwick that's been plugged in for all day. Smells like man and lavender.
Oh man.
Well, I guess the first thing we could talk about today, because this can be just a really quick thing, because I'm the only one who's seen the movie.
Right.
Venom.
Okay.
Saw it opening weekend.
Oh man, come on, man. Tell me what everybody else seems to already know.
Really? Because online, people are defending the hell out of this movie, and I'm trying to figure out what is there to defend.
So it was bad then?
I give it a 4 out of 10. That like, and you know me, I rarely give normally like 6 is like my lowest rating. Normally if it's a bad movie, I can be like, all right, but I did enjoy this. Like it had enjoyable spots, but this was not it. Sony, no. We already told you no.
Okay, so let's run out the list. What did they get wrong?
As much as I like Tom Hardy, I just think his version of Eddie Brock, it was just, it wasn't what I was expecting. Like, he was a nice guy. Like I wasn't expecting him to be like a jerk like in the animated series and nothing like that. But I expected him to be like a little bit more like, even as a journalist, he didn't seem like all that hard hitting and whatnot. He just seemed like, yeah, so about this and this, what about this and this? Like, yeah, so it's like you're not like coming up to people. Hi, I'm Eddie Brock of the Brock Report. It's like, what's going on with this right here? Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about? Well, this is, it might have just been like the way he was trying to do his little New Yorker accent that made him sound a little timid when he was talking. Because he sounded timid throughout the entire movie.
That's not.
But that's the way he sounded. That's the way he sounded in the trailers, though. He like a little high pitched, timidity.
Okay. Yeah. Pretty much everything unlike Tom Hardy that we're so used to.
Pretty much, like if I wanted it, I wanted that Tom Hardy from what was the joint with Shia LaBeouf in the old school, where he was talking, but he was like real lawless. I wanted I didn't see Lawless. Lawless. That was actually not a bad movie. Like he was all gravelly and talking all low. I'm like, I need that. That sounds more intimidating than he did in this. It's like, I can see why people don't give a hell if they fuck up your career. Like, they ain't scared of you. You ain't gonna do nothing.
They turned him into like a pushover.
Kind of like a pushover. Like he still was one of those people like, yeah, I want to get to the story, but in all honesty,
I got an opposite view of this movie.
See, told you.
Showtime says this movie was dope as fuck.
Showtime is high.
Oh, he's talking about Lawless. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Shitting on
Venom. I was about to say.
Sorry about that.
Like, nah.
You gotta be specific.
But on Rotten Tomatoes, the fans on there, they were like, this movie's great. I don't know what the critics talking about. Tom Hardy and the Venom, they work so like, no, shut the fuck up.
People that don't know anything about the character.
I just want to say this. So far, I have not cursed on this podcast until I just had to say shut the F up. I've been trying to cut back on my cursing. That's how bad it was. It made it like, no. All those people like giving this joint a 98 on Rotten Tomatoes from the viewer score. Shut up, y'all stupid. Y'all are dumb. It had enjoyable parts, but it's dumb. But the movie's dumb. There were too many plot holes that just never got solved. There was a plot hole that even the director acknowledged was a plot hole
that he just never solved.
Yeah,
I put it in the movie.
Yeah, the bad guy was just really generic bad guy.
Like Riot, or the guy.
The guy that Riot took over at the end, the main human bad guy, his name is Carlton Drake. Okay. Him and Riot, they were just like, it was just, where the fuck did their names come from? Like, they were introducing themselves. Yeah, I'm Riot. Like, yeah, that's Riot. I'm Venom. Where the fuck did y'all get these names from? Were these names is this how it was translated from your alien planet, wherever you're from? I was like, they had 4 symbiotes, but you only really saw 2. And the explanation of why the other 2 weren't there kind of F's up the reason, like, kind of makes you think, well, if this happened to these people because of the symbiotes, why didn't this happen to those people because of the symbiotes? I'm trying to figure it out.
Just another hole that they just
it was another hole. The bad guys up in the giant. Yeah, I want to learn about life out there because we're destroying the planet, and eventually we're gonna have to be out there, and we gotta learn how to get along with these life forms, or how to let these life forms use us to use the life forms. It's like, well, if you're so smart, why don't you over here try to think of stuff to help save the planet instead of just trying to automatically say bump it, we leaving.
There's enough people trying to save the planet. There's not enough people reaching for the stars.
He was he could have reached for the stars and tried to save the planet at the same time.
I believe that's
I didn't like it. Michelle Williams is his love interest. That was just like he dicked her over. I will say Eddie dicked her over in a big way that cost us some stuff, but like she wasn't likable. To me, like, I'm like, all right, good, she's gone. Then when she comes back, why are you here? I don't need you around anymore. It was like, and so basically,
the movie made Tom Hardy look bad.
Tom Hardy wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. It wasn't a great look for him. Like, at some points, it like tried to be like this dark, scary thing, but then it joked in like a stupid way, especially with him and Venom. Sometimes the jokes are stupid. And to be honest, everything that happens with Venom, it happens in like one night. I think that was my biggest gripe against the movie.
Like, what do you mean? Like,
so the beginning of the movie takes place, and then like within the first 30 minutes, Brock does something to fuck something up, and so like 6 months goes past. Everything after that 6 months all took place in like a day or two. Matter of fact, a lot of the events with actual Venom
Right.
took place in a single night.
Okay.
It felt rushed. It was like, why? Like, it's like he was exposing himself too much as Venom. By the end of the movie, it's like at least a good 40 people know who Venom is now. Like, you shouldn't, like, yeah, you ain't got no secret identity. You shouldn't be able to just go about the street and look at the job. There are police officers right now who should have been drawing sketches of him and be like, be careful. He can turn into this giant 8-foot muscular monster. It's like, you even saw it in the preview when he showed it to the old Asian lady. He's like, oh, yeah, I got a parasite.
Right.
Like, you telling everybody.
Well, I don't think Venom wouldn't even care about anything like that.
Venom wouldn't care, but I feel like Eddie should care.
Did he have loved ones stuff?
No, he didn't. It was just his girl.
Yeah, you know, fuck that.
I mean, it's not that you should care for your loved ones.
Spider-Man
It's more
had people that he was like, hey, if they know who I am.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's also, if you know who I am, you can fuck with me when I'm not in the suit, and I'm not always trying to have people fuck with me all the time.
But he's always in the suit, so it's like always fine.
But I'm saying though, like, if you like, I'm saying though, like, he don't want to be like in school trying to learn something, and then like Doc Ock just break through the school and be like, I'm here for you, Parker. It's like, I got a math test today, dog. What are you doing? Like, leave me alone. You know, part of it is to protect their loved ones, but part of it is also so they can have some type of normalcy in their life. It's like, you gotta. I
guess I'm saying, like, if Doc Ock is like on the loose anyway, like he's gonna like bump this test.
I mean,
like,
he's gonna go bump the test, but then he's
right now.
Yeah, he's gonna do that, but then there's a difference because it's just like even trying to lead a normal life, if they know who I am, I'm putting more and more people at risk. Now it goes from, oh, I gotta leave school to fight Doc. Maybe I can get him someplace safe. To, oh, Doc just came and surprised me at my school, so like with all these kids inside of it. Now I got to take care of that. That, like, if anything, that puts more people in danger.
I guess I see your way of thinking.
It's like, you gotta protect your loved ones, but at the same time, you gotta have a little bit of time to yourself.
Nah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. There we go.
It was like, even Superman be taking Lois Lane out on dates. Come on, like, he don't want to have to worry about that shit all the time.
But if something happens, that's what I'm saying. If something happens, like, he's like, all right, sorry, Lois, I gotta go.
Yeah,
like, that's just.
Yeah, I'm not saying you can't. Yeah, I'm not saying you can't. You know, rip off the suit, like rip off the outfit and go and go.
Today. I'm living my normal life today.
Yeah, he's gonna go do superhero stuff whenever. I'm just talking about like when there's chill time and it doesn't seem like anything's going on, and then someone just comes out of nowhere.
On his door,
yeah, basically.
Yeah, I got you. Computer.
You know, you don't want to be trying to walk out to the pizza spot eating a pizza and walking, and Hobgoblin just go ahead and throw a bomb at him and whatnot. I was like, come on, man, I'm hungry. I ain't eating all day. Let me get some food. That would suck.
Yeah.
Be like, be like, hey, can you wait till I finish my McFlurry? No, villains ain't gonna have that type of courtesy. They gonna be like, too bad, bitch. I already ate before I came here to find you.
Like, talking about revenge. Every time I go to McDonald's, you want your revenge. Could you chill?
After I beat you again for the umpteenth time, you gonna give me the $3.95 for my two McChickens and small fry? Come on, dog. But nah, it was rushed. Like, but yeah, back to Venom. It was rushed. The story had too many plot holes for me, and the CGI sometimes it was bearable, and then other times it was like the way they showed the trailer with like Venom and Riot fighting. That crap was confusing. It reminded me of when I would watch a Transformers movie and you really couldn't tell who was who.
Right? Aren't they both like the same color? Venom?
No, Riot.
Like a darker shade of black?
Riot's like a gray.
Oh, okay.
Riot's like a medium gray.
Okay.
But even still, like once they get all tangled up, especially like in the end where they show the trailer where they like separate for a second and you can see Eddie and see the Carlton dude. Like even then I was like, this looks like a complete mess. Like you're mixing the black and the gray and I can't tell where the black ends and the gray begins. Are y'all merging into one super symbiote? I don't know. Like it was just stupid.
It's just straight CGI'd all over it.
It was. A lot of critics said this, and when I went into the movies, I tried not to think of this, but I feel like a lot of them were right. They were just like, this movie is like the best superhero movie of 2004.
Of 2004?
Yeah, that's just how far back that movie is.
What came out in 2004?
I don't know. Someone was just like, yeah, they said this shade belongs in the era of Ang Lee Hulk and Matt, not Matt. Ben Affleck's Daredevil.
Oh.
Like that. Like it's like that. It's that dated.
Come on, man. You had. Are we going to count The Incredibles?
No, I don't
Yeah,
count The Incredibles. I don't count that.
Spider-Man came out in 2004. Hellboy.
That must have been Spider-Man 2.
Catwoman.
Look, okay, so maybe
Trinity, Van Helsing. Come on.
Okay, maybe 2003 then. I don't know. Because yeah, you like because people were shitting on Van Helsing. I like Van Helsing.
I didn't have a problem with Van Helsing.
I actually went back and watched Van Helsing like 2 months ago when it was on Netflix. Like, and when I say I watched it, I mean like I would start watching it at night, fall asleep, and every night I would watch it. I would start watching it over again until I saw it from beginning to end.
Okay, they've got a point with 2003.
What was 2003?
Daredevil.
Okay.
X2. Hulk. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Okay, so it would
Hebrew Hammer and Bulletproof Monk.
Okay, so it would have been the second best comic book movie of 2003 because X2 was actually dope.
X2 was pretty good.
Yeah, X2 was dope until my cousin ruined it for me.
The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen was
No, it wasn't it. It made Sean Connery quit acting. That was his last movie.
No, it wasn't.
It was. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, I'm almost positive that was Sean Connery's last film before he retired from acting. I'm over here looking for more. So, like, if that...
The Hebrew Hammer, man, that was I literally typed in 2003 superhero movies, and that's what the Hebrew Hammer and Bulletproof Monk.
I mean, I don't know if Bulletproof Monk is based on a comic, but I like Bulletproof Monk. I didn't have a problem with it.
Oh, we were talking about that the other day, weren't we?
Yeah, like I didn't have a problem with Bulletproof Monk. It was a stupid story, but Sean William Scott was at the point where he was like, I'm trying to show people I can do more than, like he said, I can stick to the comedy, but I'm trying to show if you want to put me in some action roles, I can.
They put him in Lethal Weapon, but then I heard that they're canceling.
They're more than likely going to cancel Lethal Weapon. But I don't know if it's because of ratings. I don't know if it's going to be because of ratings though, because Sean William Scott is actually doing a good job in the show. Like okay. I actually like his character. His character is a relatable character.
Okay.
But no, Damon Wayans is leaving the show.
Oh.
And which Damon Wayans' explanation is, he's like, I'm 56 years old. I got diabetes. I got to do all this, I got to do all these action scenes and whatnot. And he said it's taking a lot. He's like, it's taking a lot on my body, considering my health. Mm-hmm. And he's also just like being out here away shooting a TV show, having to play like this loving, doting father. It's just like, it kind of hits me sometimes because, I can't play the loving, doting grandfather, to my grandkids and all that. So, he's like, health reasons and I miss my family from being so far away. And in the back of my head, I was like, all right, I can kind of see that, but you could at least waited till the season was done.
You go quit mid-show?
I was like, because now it's just like the show's more than likely definitely done.
Right. But
then after all that, you know what I hear? Damon Wayans Sr. casted to play Damon Wayans Jr.'s father in his show.
So he goes... He just was trying to get out that role.
Maybe. I don't know if this was going to be like I don't know if it was like a leading role or like a series regular role or if he was just like going to make special guest appearances.
Right.
I mean, because technically, like, look, his son is in a comedy, so it's like I ain't got to do no action.
Right.
Comedy is pretty much what I'm known for the best.
Right.
And I mean,
light work.
Yeah, it's like, and like technically, I'm around family because I'm around he's around his son, he's around his namesake. So who knows?
Well, what they could do is you got Lethal Weapon, and then you just cast another, kill off Murtaugh.
Yeah.
Cast another black actor, most likely who I haven't seen on TV in a while, Bill Bellamy, and put him in the role, and bring in the chick from Saved by the Bell, and just name the show Fastlane. Whatever, man. Remember Fastlane?
Yeah, that's why I'm over here like, I mean, like that's why when you were describing it, I was
just bring back Fastlane.
Yeah, I was like, when he's describing it, it's like, all right, Bill Bellamy. I was like, I haven't seen him on TV since Fastlane. Then as soon as they Saved by the Bell, I was like, it sounds like you're doing a Fastlane reunion.
Just bring back Fastlane. Just find some way to kill Sean William Scott.
That was too expensive to make.
Too expensive, but that show was amazing.
It was too expensive to make for the ratings that they were bringing in. But no, I mean,
like exotic
technically, yeah, I mean, technically, you could have him retire. You can have like Damon Wayans' character retire and move somewhere.
Murtaugh's character say, "I've finally gotten too old for this shit." No, kill the show.
I mean, only reason I say that is because I thought the whole reason they brought Chris Rock in for Lethal Weapon 4 is so if they wanted to keep the Lethal Weapon series going down the line, Chris Rock was going to, fill
in the role of Murtaugh?
Not be Murtaugh, but, he was going to be who Murtaugh, handed the baton to.
But you can't...
I mean, you have to do that sometimes in film series. It doesn't work all the time if you don't introduce the person right. That's the reason, Live Free or Die Hard didn't work for, not Live Free or Die Hard, Good Day to Die Hard didn't work for Jai Courtney.
Showtime says, side note, why do you know that random ass fact about that being Sean Connery's last movie?
Because I remember how people used to say the movie was so bad that Sean Connery quit after that. I just remember that's been like a known thing for years. Like people, whenever the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is brought up, a lot of people always say that movie was so bad it made Sean Connery quit acting.
I gotta fact check it now. Nah, that's insane. Because I don't know. He came back in one of the Indiana Joneses, didn't he?
Was he in? Nah.
He can't. Well, he wasn't in the.
He would have been dead.
Crystal Skull. He would have been. No,
he would have been.
Skull, he would have been dead.
I think so. I mean, look, we can always check, but I don't think he was in Crystal Skull.
All right, let's see. I got the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. That's 2003.
Okay, so I'm wrong. It was one movie after that. One movie, and it was a voiceover. He didn't even act. It was something called Sir Billy, a 2012 British computer animated comedy adventure film. So for the most part, as far as live action goes, yes,
the League of that
was it.
It was like 15 years ago.
I'm just waiting for the day that y'all just going. I'm just waiting for the day I can just say some made up shit and y'all just believe me because every time y'all fact check me on here, it's like he's always right.
He says Sir Billy doesn't count.
Then technically I'm right. Then
that's crazy. But if you look at his movie catalog, these are hits. You know what I'm saying? So I just didn't think that was it. He's done enough. He's been in hell of movies.
Yeah,
that's crazy, man. So should I not like that movie now? I really like the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
I liked it
because I didn't look too far into it, and Dorian Gray is my favorite character.
So I liked it when it first came out, but at the same time when it first came out, I was also this was 2003. You said so. I was 14, 13, 14. So coming from someone who thought that Super Mario Brothers wasn't a bad movie when he was little. I
still thought that was a great movie. At that age,
coming from someone who didn't get Ghostbusters ruined for them until a few years ago when you ruined it, nostalgic.
Back then, Mortal Kombat movies was the shit.
Nah, I'm sorry. Annihilation, I knew Annihilation was trash.
As a kid, I had no problem with these.
As a kid,
Street Fighter, I had no problems with these.
As a kid, I knew Annihilation was so trash, and I got so mad because I saw it 3 times in theaters. Because I remember my father's girlfriend at the time took me to go see it. Then I went to go see it again when I was with one of my cousins because he wanted to go see it. And then, no, I saw it twice. Because the third time, we were with my uncle, and they were trying, and a couple people wanted to go see Annihilation. And I was just like, I want to go see 10 Things I Hate About You. That's how bad Mortal Kombat Annihilation was to me. But I'm young.
Keep watching this shit.
I'm young. I didn't have to pay for the movie, and I chose to go see Heath Ledger, Julia Stiles, Larissa Olenek, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. And 10 Things I Hate About You. Was it 10 Things I Hate About You?
It sounds about
Is that the name of the movie? I think that's what it was
10
called.
Things I Hate About You.
Yes, that's how bad it was. With a young Gabrielle Union.
He remembers the cast.
Yes, I do. I mean, it had some well-known people. Like Gabby, Heath, Julia Stiles, Larissa Olenek
Julia Stiles is doing anything now.
She was in Jason Bourne when that came out, the last one.
The very last one?
Yeah, the very last one.
Okay.
I think she might have died. I'm not sure because I didn't watch it because I heard it was trash. You remember Larissa Olenek from The Secret World of Alex Mack? They used
That's
to,
her? That's
yeah.
Alice Mack?
Yeah, she played Julie Stiles' sister.
She definitely hasn't done anything.
Yeah, she hasn't. She hasn't done anything. But Joseph Gordon-Levitt, you got
Well, yeah.
I can't remember the other. I can't remember the other dude's name, but all I know is that he's Jewish. I can't remember his name though. He played Joseph Gordon-Levitt's friend in the movie. Only reason I remember him is because he had a TV show called Numbers.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
I know exactly. What, was he the cop or the
No, he was the brother. He was Numbers.
Yeah, he was Numbers.
He was yeah. Nah, he was. Like, what's his name? I don't know. He was Numbers though. What's that dude's name? David Krumholtz. Yeah, I remember that. Had that other guy, that Egan guy that was in every. You remember that one guy? He was always in everything, playing like someone's love interest, but he never like had to act a lot.
Cool.
What's that dude's name? I hate that I know crap, but then like when I draw blanks, I'm just stuck here, just like that guy. He was in that movie,
and
or
I
he
feel
was
like
in
I
that
let
show.
you down every time you do that, and I don't know what you're talking about.
I guess
you know this.
I guess they don't have. I guess they don't have it.
Sorry.
I don't feel like going through IMDb.
It's like the guy that played Cyclops in X-Men. He's always like a love interest that never gets to grow.
He was Andrew Keegan. That's the dude's name. He was that. He was always that dude who like he either played. Oh, you remember Camp Nowhere?
Yes.
He was the cool friend to the nerdy boy.
Okay.
Him.
Oh yeah. That
Yeah,
guy.
him.
Let me look that right up so I know exactly who you're talking about.
I was like, once you see him, yeah, he used to always look like that suave jerk type of guy. I just know
Jonathan Jackson?
I said no. That was
Andrew Keegan.
Yeah,
Oh, that guy.
yeah. Jonathan Jackson was the dude who played what's his name, Mud, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you remember that, man?
I Google a lot. Jonathan Jackson was in something else, and when I Googled him to see where I knew him from, he just happened to show up as
Allison Mack.
Yeah, Allison Mack was in there.
Yo.
Yeah, she was a little scared girl who was afraid of thunder or something like that, and like Andrew Keegan like had her help him rebuild a carburetor or something to make her feel good. Hey, that's how you counter anxiety. Yes, I know a lot.
Yeah, man. I don't
Phenom
know.
facts.
I don't even know why we keep doubting this, dude.
Pretty much. Oh man. So do we want to go into a trailer already for the day?
Do you believe that you shitted on Venom enough?
I mean,
is there more left?
It was so bad. I had to tell people that it was so bad. I had to tell people about other movies that were so bad that that made me choose to go see 10 Things I Hate About You. So I'm pretty sure,
because like, all right. So I was telling some coworkers. They was like, yeah, I'm gonna go see Venom. And I was like, oh, I hear, don't waste your money. And they were like, "Oh no, come on, man! Anybody trying to hear like that's?"
Oh yeah, I told one coworker just wait till it come out on Cody.
And I was like, "Nah, like I'm hearing this from people who are very familiar with the, or somewhat familiar with the source material. Like they're not just moviegoers.
Yeah.
Like they kind of know their shit. And I'm hearing just don't waste your money.
Yeah.
And you just still got those people like I'm gonna go form my own opinion. All right, man.
Oh no, you know what? I still got one more dump to take on Venom.
Damn.
The fucking post-credit scene.
All right, let's talk about
It's kind of so. It kind of
got strongly about it too.
It kind of got spoiled by nightmares in our comic chat.
Oh yeah.
But
I think I saw the actual picture and it looked a lot goofier than what
yes,
you posted.
The actual picture from the scene. This person that you saw in the Instagram looked stupid as hell. He was like the way he was acting was dumb as hell. It made me not like it was trying to set up a sequel with bump it. We all know the only person everyone ever wants to see Venom go against is either Spider-Man or Carnage. So they tried to set up a sequel with Carnage, and I'm just like, kill yourself. I hate that I know you're going to make enough money for a sequel. But
for those moviegoers who be like, no, I'm gonna go form my own opinion.
But that one,
so that they can keep making these shit.
That one scene was trash. And then the second post-credit scene was basically them apologizing and showing you a scene from another movie.
What?
Yeah. So they show you. Well, I can say it because fuck it. They show you a scene from Into the Spider-Verse. That's how the movie ends. Like that joint ends like a comic. Meanwhile, in another universe, and then it shows you a scene from.
No, that breaks the whole immersion of what they were trying to build with the movie. They did that.
Yeah. So technically, I just kind of spoiled a little bit, but I don't consider that a real big spoiler because I'm not telling you what happened in the scene. I'm just telling you that's what it was. I'm just telling you it showed you a scene from this to get you hyped for the Spider-Verse movie. I was like, you know what? I was already hyped for the Spider-Verse movie, and this actually like makes me want to go see it a little bit more. So it did its job. The best part about the whole damn two best parts about the whole goddamn Venom movie was the Glass trailer and was the Into the Spider-Verse scene at the end.
Oh man, like who's putting these movies together, man?
But if you want, I did snatch a free Venom comic for you. AMC was giving out free Venom comics, so the dudes that sat next to me, they didn't want them. They just left them on their seats. I was like, you're wasting paper. I'm going to take these. Like, I know people that will probably keep these.
That's mind blowing to me. That's nuts.
Yeah,
that's like doing that. Like you've built up this horror movie, and then like after all the scary shit, like you do that. Like what?
Yeah, I wasn't feeling it. I'm not gonna lie. That pissed me off.
Well, I don't want this to just be just like, you know, a shit on Venom thing. What was well, you did say what you liked, right? It was the Glass trailer.
There was and the Glass trailer. I mean, there were some things that were funny. There were some times when the action was a little cool, but other than that, to me, it felt like a really rushed movie. Like for a movie that was almost 2 hours. It felt like everything happened real.
You sit 2 hours for the job.
It felt like a lot of things. It felt like a lot of things didn't happen in this movie. Like I said, I didn't like his love interest. She had no loyalty. I mean, granted they broke up, but there was something that happened like 6 months afterwards. Like, God, you just too quick. You doing stuff too fast. Stop being a hoe.
Oh, like, you know, she's moving on already and shit like that. Like,
I'm not sure how long y'all were together, but she alluded that it was long enough to where a major life event happened, and she went along with him. I'm like, so you did this. You break up with him, and it only takes you like this long to be like, I'm gonna go out and find somebody else. What the hell? It was like, go focus on yourself for a little bit.
Nah, you know, they females deal with breakups a whole lot different than men do.
Yeah, I'm gonna give my first official shout out to someone on YouTube, Jodis Corner, because cool dude. Like, it's basically he does a lot of reviews himself, a lot of trailer reactions and stuff, but he also has him and his friends. They call themselves the Just Us League. Dope. Where they're just you know, they all have little monikers, but they're just sitting on a couch and they'll like live stream and they'll just kick the shit for like a good 4 or 5 hours where they're just sitting down just talking about movie news and giving their opinions on games and things like that.
Right.
For the Venom review, this is how Jody described Venom. Graphic language is about to be used for anyone listening. My man said...
You sure you don't want me to read this?
Nah, because he said it.
Okay.
My man said, it's like a chick is giving you the worst hand job in the world and then proceeds to suck your dick. And that's not good. But you just sit there and let it happen to wait to see if you come. Those are not my words, people. I'm just letting you know. Jodis Corner. He has a YouTube page. He does a lot of movie reviews. He does a lot of game reviews. He goes to a lot of like conventions and premieres and things like that. So, you know, I don't always agree with his reviews on things, but I respect his opinion very highly.
Right.
And I don't know if I've ever heard him describe a movie in that way. Like, this is a dude who doesn't even curse. I only hear like he replaces the word fuck with freak. So I was like, for him to give you that type of description on a movie, I was like, yeah, that's bad. And the rest of his friends that were there, it was like a good 4 or 5 of them. Yeah. They were all saying the movie was bad too. But the movie, but his review starts off with him literally saying that.
He had to get his feelings out the way.
Yes.
I tell you. Exactly what's on my mind.
That's some anger. You know how angry you have to be to have that type, or how disappointed you have to be to have that type of description in your heart.
I mean, and we talk about this all the time. In this day and time, it's really no excuse to getting a superhero or a supervillain movie wrong. Nope. There's too much material out here for you to use. Like, it's just lazy, man. and they're being lazy with our like most beloved characters, yo. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's almost criminal.
it is criminal. But nah, man, that right there just it left a bad taste in my mouth, and so because of that, I don't want to talk about it no more.
All right.
Let me set us up for our first trailer.
Well, that's enough of shitting on Venom.
Although he deserves a lot more. Like, a lot more. Like, he deserves for the daggone toilet to be broken. That's how much it was.
That Dumb and Dumber shit, yeah.
Dumb and Dumber?
Was it Dumb and Dumber? No, it was the first one. We took that shit in that bathroom, and she was like, "Don't use the toilet; it's broken."
Yeah, it's on. Yeah, that level broke the toilet. It was like that joint was tragic. It was Kevin Hart getting his ass stuck in the plane on the plane toilet on Soul plane.
That's what it was. Dying on that joke.
Man. All right, so let me go ahead and set up the first trailer for today, which I don't know what it is.
It's Aladdin. Oh, did you want me to tell you?
Oh, I don't even know if is that what it is? Is that what I have it on? Okay, so this is a teaser for Aladdin then, because Will Smith was talking about it, so he made it seem kind of interesting.
Is he gonna be the genie?
Oh yeah, he's the genie.
It's gonna be pretty good.
Go ahead and start this up if I can figure out where my mouse is.
Okay, so there it is.
Off the break to get the song right.
That was
I liked it.
it looked pretty accurate.
Yeah, it did a good job with the setup. I'll say that. I will say that for sure.
I didn't see any whitewashing in this one.
Nah, I think the closest you could. Some people tried to say whitewashing is a chick that plays Jasmine, but she's like mixed.
Who would they get to play Jasmine?
Kimberly from the Power Ranger movie.
Why did they get her to play Jasmine?
She's actually hold on. I can't remember her nationality, but she's actually. I believe she actually is mixed though. What's her name?
With
Naomi
what?
Scott.
Black and white.
Her mother is.
Did she get a tan
She's from
for this movie?
Uganda.
What? Oh,
No, Uganda.
ranger
No,
is
she's
that
a.
again?
No, I'm sorry. Her mother is a Ugandan-born Indian. So she's Indian.
which ranger is this now?
The one that played Kimberly, the pink one.
This is the Pink Ranger.
Yeah.
The original Pink Ranger?
No, the Pink Ranger from the movie.
Oh.
I said from the movie.
You don't see how blown my mind is? I'm like, what?
I'm pretty sure Amy Jo Johnson is like 50 now, so I don't think she would be playing Aladdin's love interest. I guess that's really what you thought. My man over here thinking that the original Kimberly.
No, I mean, because when we were growing up, that was our original Kimberly. Like,
Oh, my bad. I didn't know you thought I meant the original.
I wasn't
Kimberly.
even thinking, to be honest with you. But that, like, when you said that, my mind immediately went to that Kimberly.
No, this Kimberly. Her.
Okay, oh, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Look at that. Serious proves. Serious proves.
Yeah.
She's 25? Oh, Serious really proves. All right. Sweet.
Showtime said there's no way that old ass woman would be Jasmine. You know how you should know something, but your mind just automatically goes back to what you know by default. He see old ass Kimberly. His first wish, Genie, make her 25 again.
I don't know why my mind shot all the way there, but it took me all the way back. I was like, Showtime, you saw my face. I didn't understand at all anything that you was saying. Like, what? That was the whitest white girl of all of whiteness. Mixed with what? Like that
was a valley girl right there.
Okay.
Like, oh my God.
That was my slow moment.
But no, so far I like what I saw.
No, yeah.
I like the cave with the what was it, tiger head with the cave. I like how at first you saw they sent somebody in there that wasn't worthy, and that changed like
right.
It started off with that it started off with a rendition of Arabian Nights, so I was feeling that. Only thing I really would want to see, I want to see either Abu or the carpet. I wasn't like the Genie.
Aladdin wasn't enough for you?
Nah.
They showed the whole boy.
Nah, I want to see Abu.
Well, we all know Aladdin was the star. Well, I'm sorry, Genie was the star.
I mean, Showtime said he was right there with you, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not crazy. No, that's because that's the only Kimberly we know. When you say Kimberly from Power Rangers, you don't think about
I figured when I said the film.
But the very first, the original Power Rangers. So,
but
that was our moment that we had together.
But I would have. Yeah, I would have. Like, I like that they showed Aladdin. I would have at least wanted to see a companion, if nothing else, Abu.
I mean, like, I got you, like another like figurehead of the franchise or whatever.
Yeah. You know, like you could have saw, like they could have showed like Aladdin like slowly trying to go for the lamp, and then like
they could have flew Iago in there.
Yeah, or you could have shown like while Aladdin was trying to go for the lamp, you could see like Abu like you could see like Aladdin like maybe trying to go for the lamp, and then it cuts to like Abu trying to take something else, like in the movie, and he'd be like Abu no, and then it ends like that.
That might have been a bit much for a teaser
trailer. Might have been.
Yeah.
I figure if you see
a little bit. For a teaser trailer, a little bit.
It's like I said, you can save everybody else. Yeah. I at least wanted to see Abu. That
or maybe
that
like
it.
A tail.
Like like a tail. Yeah, like something that's like something that showed me that Abu was there. Like I'm cool with not seeing a lot of people because it didn't show Jafar, Iago, the Genie, Jasmine, whatever the tiger's name was.
Right.
That was all fine by me. I just wanted to see Abu. That was like my only thing because I like Abu. It's like name my Malibu Jazzy Abu when I had her. I'm about that life.
He did.
I mean, I was like, Aladdin is probably my favorite Disney movie. My favorite like Disney animated movie from when I was a kid. It was like,
let me think.
It would go that, then The Lion King, and then Mulan.
I think The Lion King definitely.
My top 3 Disney movies from my age, from like the 90s, is Aladdin, Lion King, Mulan, in that order.
I'd go Lion King, Aladdin, and
because I kind of fell out of love with Hercules, but no matter what, that montage in Milan, that's going to make me. I could be in the gym, be a man.
I'm a Beauty and the Beast guy.
I was never a Beauty and the Beast guy.
Like that third movie definitely goes Beauty.
I always found that to be weird, because, and when I was little, I didn't know what it was, but once you got older, you found out what Stockholm Syndrome was. You just like.
That's why you can't think of it with adult
I
minds.
Didn't like when I was little, I was just when I was little
fell in love with her captor.
Yeah, when I was little, I was just like, well, of course you're gonna fall for him because you ain't around nobody else. Like if the Beast never showed up, I wouldn't be surprised if she fell in love with the candlestick.
That candlestick was smooth.
Like why Milan like Showtime? I just like the story. It was just about this strong. It was just about this. Not even the fact that it's a female character. It was just about this strong person who's just like, look, you want my family member to do something, they're not ready for it. I'm gonna go ahead and step in and do what I got to do. And everyone kept doubting her. And during the montage, she ended up shitting on all the dudes while they was playing Be a Man. Like, she was smart enough to figure out how to get to the top of that pole. She's like, look what I got.
That's true, but you did see the men that she was going up against, right?
I mean, some of them, they only really showed like the three dudes: the skinny dude, the short stout dude, and the fat dude. Plus at the same time, she was gangster, man. Like, who else could have? She had a protective dragon.
That's true, man. She had
a mythical dragon watching her back, and somehow she made a cricket understand her.
And the dragon sounded like Eddie Murphy. Yeah. It was dope. That's a dope dragon to have.
It's like, yeah, 90s Eddie Murphy when he was at his pinnacle. Lion King, Aladdin, Toy Story. I didn't put Toy Story in there because I was just talking about like the straight animated giants. Toy Story would be up there as far as like Disney Pixar movies for me.
Yeah.
Disney Pixar in order.
If that was the case, I'd probably go Toy Story first.
Disney Pixar movies, my order would probably go Toy Story, Incredibles, and then WALL-E. Because WALL-E just wanted love, man. WALL-E was dope.
I don't want to mess up the sound. WALL-E.
Like WALL-E, all he's looking, Eva. That's all he was doing. Like, plus, WALL-E was just like, hey, y'all keep playing. Look how fat y'all going to get. It's like, WALL-E's like, oh, shit, I got to get in shape, bro. It's like, I got to hit this gym. I ain't trying to walk around or float around in chairs for the rest of my life.
What's the number one Pixar movie?
I would probably go Toy Story.
It's definitely Toy Story.
Yeah. He said his is The Incredibles. Incredibles would be my number 2. Toy Story would be my number 1.
Toy Story is like groundbreaking. That was like
the first Disney Pixar movie, I think.
Yeah, that was like genre like building.
And the fact that it didn't take long for them to come out with sequels helped as well.
Right.
So you could build on the Toy Story legacy. It was like Incredibles. It's like, hey, guess what? 14 years later, here you go. Here's a sequel. 14 years later, we get a sequel to that, and they were talking about this year. Oh, hey, we're gonna get Toy Story 4 next year. What the?
But we were still waiting for it though. Like, you know how you get those movies like, well, no one asked for this. Like, we were still waiting.
Everyone asked for this.
Yeah, we were still waiting.
I asked for this more than I asked for Cars 2 and 3. Or Planes.
Is Monsters Inc. in that bunch?
Monsters Inc. is in my top 5.
That'd probably be number 2 for me.
I do like Monsters Inc. I ain't gonna lie. Like that little, like I remember back when we had the bootleg box, I could watch Monsters Inc. like over and over and over again. And I love the little girl. I love little Boo.
Boo,
yeah,
still is the
adorable,
most adorable baby they've ever put on it.
Most adorable animated Pixar baby.
Yeah,
it's like you can't help it.
They haven't topped Boo yet.
Like when she be like walking around singing her little, it's like, oh, that's so cute.
Oh no, but is Boss Baby? That's not Pixar.
Nah, that's DreamWorks.
Okay, cool. Whoo, because Boss Baby was definitely going number 1.
Nah, that was DreamWorks. That's in the company with like Shrek and The Secret Life of Pets and Sing and shit like that.
Okay, cool. Damn, Boss Baby's about to take number 1.
But nah. Incredibles 2 was dope. I still haven't seen Incredibles 2.
Neither.
That should have been like a day one theater thing for me. It's just every time I tried, something just happened. Like that's when MoviePass was effing up, so I was forced to see Ocean's 8 because by the time MoviePass had started working, the tickets were sold out for The Incredibles.
Damn.
I've seen a little bit of the Boss Baby TV show on Netflix.
I thought it was hilarious.
Showtime.
I mean,
I've seen
not as funny as the movie, but it's still funny.
Because I try to watch it to get my kid into it, but my kid's attention span is so short that
my niece loves it.
Oh, your niece has a better attention. Like the way you used to say she loves Trolls, he can't sit through Trolls. Like even when they're singing, he like starts getting up and moving or whatnot. My kid just doesn't have the attention span for certain things, and I don't get it. I sat back and watched Trolls by myself. Like, hey, this is a hell of an enjoyable movie. Like,
good ass movie.
Yeah, I was like, I saw the Boss Baby by myself because of that. Because he got up and left. I was like, well, this ain't already playing, so I might as well finish this jank.
Boss Baby was dope. That's one of my favorites. Like, so he needs some action. Maybe Cars. You try Cars?
Nah, I ain't try Cars.
I want to try a lot of moving. It's fast, especially when they do the little raceway jumps.
Maybe. I try. But yeah, that Disney knows what they're doing. I trust them. I didn't watch the Maleficent or the live action Beauty and the Beast, but I heard they were good. So
now that I think about it, does he still listen to the opening theme song to what was it?
Mickey Mouse?
No, what weren't you like? Was it
Oh,
My Hero?
to My Hero?
Yeah.
Oh, that's an active playlist on my YouTube.
Oh yes, that's what I'm saying. It might need something fast.
That'll get him to shut up and watch stuff all the time, man. Like it got to the point where I used to take out my phone and he would think that I would be going to YouTube to play
put
it.
it on My Hero.
Yeah. He'll walk up to my iPad because it's sitting on the counter now, and he'll just be like, oh.
That was adorable.
I was like, my grandmother came over one day and saw me like playing the playlist. You got him looking at all this demon stuff. It's like, you don't even watching all this devil stuff. It's like, those are the bad guys. It's like, look, you need, like, the one thing about animes that they do very well is they do a really good job of making you sure you know the bad guys are the bad guys.
Yep.
Just be happy I haven't watching Devilman Crybaby.
Certain parts of Storks was pretty funny.
I never watched Storks.
I didn't see Storks.
Yeah, I heard about it, but that was something that never really caught my attention. Oh man, my bad. I moved away from the list, so you can't even see what else we had to talk about because we got a few quick hits.
Oh, word.
Yeah, we got a few of them.
Let's talk about Sony finally letting users change their gamertag.
PlayStation, I hate that it took you like a decade to make this happen.
Oh yeah, they might want to change their name too.
Yeah, who would ever think that someone who made their name up when they were like 12, 13, 14 would ever want to change it?
Life has changed, man. Life goes on, man.
I wasn't that original when it came to names back then. Literally, my gamer tag for PlayStation is pretty much just my name.
Because we can't think of shit else.
Yeah, it's pretty much just my name. Like, I'm happy that I can finally change it. I want it to match my Xbox. I want to be King Phenom on PlayStation as well.
You got to stay consistent.
Yeah, I didn't want to create a brand new account just for that. That's stupid. Losing all my trophies and my accolades just because y'all bums didn't want me to have a different name. This is you, Sony. This is for you right here.
What, man? Well, you can't do it now. They're doing better now. They gave it to you. They didn't tease it.
Look how long it took. They're like, hey, we're finally doing crossplay. Just with a Fortnite, though.
Who is it that doesn't want to play nice? Is it Sony?
Sony's the one who doesn't want to play nice.
Okay.
Microsoft wants to play nice because Microsoft already has to play nice because you have PC games and you have Xbox games.
Right.
Nintendo wants to play nice because like Rocket League, because they want to play nice with the people who have computers as well.
Because
Rocket League, Fortnite, Minecraft.
In the conversation.
It's Sony who was over there like, oh well, we want to keep the integrity of our games and we want to keep our community safe and.
That's selfish.
You want to keep your community safe. Where were y'all at when Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 came out then? That was like the worst time. That was like the worst time in game console, in mobile gaming, online gaming history. Like, there are plenty of people who probably had to seek professional help after playing. Have you played Modern Warfare 2 online ever?
I don't believe I.
Dog,
yeah, of course
that
I
is
have.
the most. That was the most poisonous chats that you could ever be in back in the day.
Yeah,
that stuff. They was up in that joint. That's why you an N-word. That's why we doing this to your moms. That's why. Like, I literally remember a dude that I roomed with in college told it was probably a kid. He said, and I quote, he said, "That's why I effed your mother, and I have AIDS. Now your mother has AIDS." Who would want to say something to someone? Who would want to say that? It's like, I remember one time some dude was just like, yo, I hope you get effed in your A, no Vaseline. He said Nightmare used to catch the business from random people on Modern Warfare 2. I believe it. Like, that's the type of shit where you do have to seek some psychiatric help after that. Like, that was the definite. People who talk about online bullying now and all that, no, Modern Warfare 2, that was the start, and that might have been the ultimate hype or the ultimate height of it. People on that joint were so heartless and so cruel about the way they would say stuff to you. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I were to hear somebody cry on the chat. Be like, oh, he don't say nothing. Like, oh, he ain't talking no more. He must be crying.
Man, turn that
J on.
I still play the game.
you lose during the middle of the like you disconnect during the middle of the match. Oh, you pussy, couldn't handle it. That little baby.
You gonna cry in the car?
And this is grown. It was bad because you had little kids trying to act grown, but then at the same time you had grown people acting like little kids. So it was just like a collision of sorts, just like boom. It was horrible. It was so horrible.
Now you get reported for everything.
Pretty much. Like, if that was the case, you know how many people would have been banned back in the day? No shit. You go to play Modern Warfare 2 online, it'd be like 4 people in the room. Yeah, no like shit. Team deathmatch, 2v2. Ah, man, speaking of, I got to make sure I play some more Black Ops today. You gonna download it?
I already did, and I'm gonna play when I get home. Wait a minute.
After you take a nap.
I might go to sleep first.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to play as much as I can today. I want to do the zombies because they got the Titanic drink. Mm-hmm. I think that's for everybody. If so, I want to do that, and I want to at least play Blackout one time.
Well, fuck it, man. I mean, if I can
because the last time
survive until I get home.
Because the last time I tried to play Blackout during the beta, I was like, as soon as the game started, I'm running around getting my weapons with, and I was like, all right, it's time to go kill some people. My kid walked up and just turned off the Xbox.
It wasn't meant to be this day.
It's like I was like, I ain't even gonna try bump it. Like as long as that light lights up, he ain't even gonna want to do nothing. So I don't bother. I had to move the Xbox downstairs yesterday so I could play it in peace. I was playing GTA with Dub, Joe, and Sleep. Oh. And we kept effing up on the heist setups. Like for the most part, Joe kept dying the most, man.
I still haven't done that Doomsday heist.
I don't know what heist we were doing because I haven't played GTA in so long. I only did it because I'm thinking about getting Red Dead Redemption, pre-ordering it, so I want my money. So like they were playing online and I was playing the story mode so I could get used to the controls again because I forgot how to like lean up against stuff to duck. I'm forgetting how to change my guns and how to zoom in and out. I died like 2 or 3 times during the setup, but Joe died the most. Like most of the time when like the mission failed, my first reaction in my mind is, what did Joe do now?
Damn it, Joe.
I think one time he killed himself with a grenade launcher. Another time I think he killed him in sleep with sticky bomb.
Right.
I'm like, what Joe, stop dying. I just feel like Joe was always dying. I was like, at least when I died, I was dying like in the middle of like during the heist, I had to like go like scavenge some hard drives out some trucks. So like while I'm getting shot at, it's because I'm at the truck trying to extract the hard drive. Yeah. And ain't nobody got my back, and I'm getting shot at. Right. So I was like, at least I'm dying in the middle of performing the action I'm supposed to perform.
He's off to the side getting
like killed, Joe over here like
killing himself.
Joe over here like, damn it. He's like, the grenade bounced off the wall and flew back into us. It's like Dub can't drive. Dub almost got killed. Me and Sleeper in our cars. I'm all the way in the right lane. Dub comes, runs into me with his motorcycle, then gets over, then runs into me again, bounces off my car, and then bounces into Sleep's car, and then just falls off his bike.
Well, you fall asleep at the wheel?
I don't know. Then he was just like, nah, you ran into me, Phenom. I was like, I was staying still. 2 people saw the exact same thing. You was bumping into us, you non-driving somebody. But yeah, I'm like Hypno. Every time I think about deleting GTA, I was like, something's going to happen to make me want to get on it. I don't care if it's once a year. I'm going to keep GTA on my Xbox. Yeah. Man, you know what? We're an hour in, and we've only actually talked about 2 things on the list. Me dumping on Venom and the Aladdin trailer.
Well, let's get more into it.
So, rumor is that during the filming of the Joker movie, you know that subway scene that they showed the stills of. Yep. So rumor is that those extras who were in the movie who were on the subway, they were locked. Yep, they were locked on the subway, and they were forced to piss, either inside the subway car or like on the tracks. Like they couldn't get out. They couldn't get out of the car. They couldn't get out of the car onto the main platform. So I mean,
so you're not saying like on camera or nothing, right?
No,
like
not on camera.
Waiting so long.
Not on camera, but it's just like that's kind of unprofessional and a health hazard.
Is that a scene?
Like what if emergency's going on and y'all got the train doors locked and people can't get to? Like, why would you do that? That's stupid.
Just don't about to see a lot of lawsuits early.
Maybe they said they brought it up with the. They said a lot of extras went to the Academy about it. Shit. Is it the Academy or the Screen Actors Association or something? One of those associations
the guild or something.
Yeah, one of those that does something. Yeah, apparently they said they got numerous reports from a lot of people who were extras that they were stuck in that train and that they couldn't get out, and that when they had to use the bathroom, they either had to use the bathroom in the train or they would like go to the very end, open the door that leads to the actual tracks and like pee on the tracks. Like,
and I guess no one said I'm gonna just climb on the platform.
I guess maybe because of the length of the train, maybe it was blocking them from getting on the platform.
Oh, okay.
Unless someone had like a speed moment where they like pulled the emergency window and like broke that down, but people probably didn't think of that.
How bad do you want to get off? You know what I'm saying?
I probably would have done that unless that car didn't have an emergency exit to get me out through the window, or I would have been just like Speed, open up the hatch on the top, climb out the top, and just slide down. I don't care if you're filming or not.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, if I had to pee and you forced me to have to climb out through one of the emergency exits, guess what? I'm sliding right into the film and I'm peeing on film. I'm like, put this on your gag reel. No, you can't do that. You can't do that to people.
No, yeah, that's fucking gross. That's why I was like, is that a scene? Like, what do you mean? Like, they was
like,
forced to do that shit.
Like, I realized that you want to go for authenticity with Joker, but come on, man.
Nah, that. It definitely lost.
Like what if there was a brownout in the train, like the Instagram video you showed us for the TV show I told you on Netflix, American Vandal, where people were just pooping everywhere. What if that was on the train?
Oh my god!
Oh, I watched that. I watched the whole season.
Did you?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's not real, but
it's a funny documentary or mockumentary.
I was like, yo, this is a terrorist attack. Like.
Yeah,
niggas is going to jail for this. Somebody put laxatives in the lemonade, the school lemonade. Yeah. First of all, who has school lemonade? Who's this?
It was like a prep school, so they had like the lemonade. They had like the fountain, like when you go to your favorite carryout, how they got the lemonade and the iced tea and whatnot in the little fountain dispenser.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah,
you had all them kids crying and taking shits in the hallways and trash cans and
that was a funny show. It's a funny show, and it's only. I think like the first episode might be like 30 to 45 minutes. So watch the first one and everything else is like a half an hour, and it's like maybe 8 to 10 episodes. It was a good show, or it was an enjoyable show for me.
Dig it.
I'll definitely say that. But yeah, shame on you, whoever's doing DC for this. Like y'all been trying to get on my good graces, but y'all letting people do stupid shit that's messing up y'all name at the same time. Because they the Arrowverse is back. Flash. I watched Flash yesterday. And it was alright. It wasn't like nothing great, but considering that I fell off on season 4, I was like, alright, I might be interested to see this season. But I'm waiting. I don't know if Arrow came back though.
I haven't seen either show in so long.
Well, I told you what I did last season. Last season, I started watching the shows. I got like maybe 4 to 5 episodes into the shows, and I kind of lost track and wasn't interested. Mm-hmm. Arrow, I would still catch like every once in a while, but I wasn't really faithful to that. I would read the description. I would read the description of the Arrow episode, and if it sounded interesting, I would watch it.
Non-loyal.
And then when that joint came out on Netflix, I just watched all the season finales. Told you, the only DC Arrowverse show that I was loyal to, and I was Legends of Tomorrow. That was it. That was the only one where I could say I saw every single episode, and I had to see every single episode. All them other ones, I was like, man, bump this. I don't care about this. I was like, because it was always like a new story of the week. It wasn't,
anything like to be continued or continuation of anything.
Yeah, not really. And this season, they're going to be going against the magic and the mystic creatures. Like Constantine showed up in the season finale of season 3 with a damn dragon's head. And Constantine's going to be a leaguer or a legend this year. So I think he's a series regular on the show this season. So
that's
I'm
like
definitely
same actor.
ready for that. Yeah, same actor.
That's tight.
Because he also voices Constantine on in the movies, like the Constantine DC anime movie just came out. That's him.
Yeah, that's tight.
So like he is
he's Constantine now.
For someone who only had the show for one season that didn't do well on NBC, he's Constantine in so many people's minds, and you can't get rid of that. And so props to that dude. What's his name? Like I think his name's like Matt something. I don't know, for some reason I keep thinking Matty Ice. I keep wanting to say Matt Ryan.
Alright, so dope.
Yeah. Other good news though is in the Marvel universe, Disney has gone ahead and they re-signed Ryan Coogler to direct and write Black Panther 2.
Let's stick with what works.
As you should.
Yeah.
Like Ryan Coogler did a phenomenal job. The only thing I'm going to critique, and this is after the high wore off, because I did the same thing with Batman vs Superman. I didn't do it with Venom because Venom didn't give me any high. Only thing I'm going to critique about the Black Panther movie is I feel like the action could have been better. Now that I go back and
that's it across the board.
Yeah, like the CGI sometimes was a little iffy, especially like at the end when him and Killmonger were fighting. Yeah. But I wish the action was a little bit better. Like I understand why it had to be slow paced at the waterfall because this was like a ritual thing. So you wanted them to see exactly what they were doing. There were no powers. When it was Killmonger versus him on the waterfall, they wanted to show Killmonger methodically breaking T'Challa down.
Yeah.
But now when they had the suits, I needed more action.
Because that's what we came to see.
I needed way more action. There was more action from Black. I feel like Black Panther in the suit had more action in Infinity War than what he had in his own movie.
This Wakanda is nice and all.
Yeah.
But I came to see some ass kicking.
Yeah, I need someone other than. I mean, the girls was doing the thing. Mm-hmm. The girls was kicking ass. It's just I want to see the title character throw some hands, because even him and Killmonger that last fight is it's alright, but it ain't that great.
You stand at the screen why I'm here.
Pretty much.
Next question.
So Ryan Coogler, I'm so happy for you. I'm a little.
Why I'm here.
I'm a little disappointed that he wasn't doing Creed 2, but that trailer subsided my disappointment. The last time we saw that trailer.
It's still gonna work out.
Somebody's like, oh, they just went with the most generic thing they could do. I don't care. It invoked emotion. I was up in that joint listening to DMX, listening to the Great Depression the week after I watched the trailer. It's all about my wife, my kids, the life that I live. I was like, they don't know. I don't care what nobody say. When Thanksgiving getting here? Got all these other trailers I'm watching. I don't care. Show me Creed 2. I'm pre-ordering the ticket as soon as I can. Everybody else, oh yeah, we're going to so-and-so's house to eat. I don't care. I'm going to be in the theaters watching Creed 2.
Save me a plate.
I'm like, I can see 3 movies a week. Guess what? I'm watching Creed 2 back to back to back. All in the same day because I can. Yeah, that was dope. Do we want to go into another trailer or do we want to go into, because we still got 3 or 4 more topics? So do we want to do a trailer, then hit 2-3 topics, then another trailer, and then what you think?
We can do one more topic.
One more topic. Anything in particular? We already hit Sony. We already hit up Coogler. So what we got? We got the Fist. We got the Rose, or we got the Squad.
Let's talk about the Fist.
The Fist. Netflix's Marvel's Iron Fist has been canceled after season 2.
R.I.P.
It happened.
R.I.P.
The first official Marvel Netflix show to be canceled. And I'm a little disappointed, but I understand it because Iron Fist has always been a slow show. I didn't even finish the first season.
They didn't make it as exciting as the hype that I had in my mind.
The hype I had in my mind was so real because you know what? The hype I had in my mind for a lot of characters that I didn't really know a lot about, it did come from Marvel's Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon show. Because that's how I was introduced. That's how I was introduced to Nova, Guardians of the Galaxy, Iron Fist, Power Man.
Right.
I think her name's Tigress or White Tigress or something like that.
Right.
So when they were such good characters on this animated show, I was like, oh man, I can't wait to see him in real life. So I'm watching the Iron Fist, oh man, Danny Rand was so cool he was so cool in the cartoon. Can't wait to see him in real life. Cast Finn Jones, all right, Finn Jones from Game of Thrones. I don't know how I feel about it. Then the season came out, I was like, this is slow. This is there's a slow burn and then there's just slow.
Yeah. And
this just felt slow. The fighting in the first season was just real slow and not very good. And, later on, Finn Jones was like, yeah, I didn't have a lot of time to train before they started filming, so that's why the fighting was slower. And you could tell because as the different shows progressed, as the Defenders came in and season 2 and even his appearance on Luke Cage season 2, the fighting sped up and it looked better.
Right. It looked like he knew what he was doing. Confident what he was doing. Yeah.
And I think one thing they did good on this show for season 2 is while, Danny was still the main character it did a lot of focusing on other characters or the development of other characters. Like, you understood why the bad guy did what he wanted to do. You kind of understand why one of his friends kind of was a little backstabby. I love the chick that plays his girlfriend. Her name is Jessica Henwick. She plays Colleen Wing. Love her. She does a great job. They had Misty Knight show up again. That was dope because I think in the comics they are actually a team. I think they're like, it's like Daughters of the Dragon or something like that, I think, or Sisters of the Dragon.
Okay.
So like they're actual squad, and it ended things. They did smart because they only gave you 8 episodes this season. No, 10 episodes instead of 13. So the slow build wasn't as bad, and they ended it on a note where it's just like, I would have been interested to see where you can go with season 3, but at the same time, because of Danny's and Luke Cage's intermixing, like in the comics and whatnot, him being canceled isn't really like depressing because it's just like, well, he can always make appearances in Luke Cage if Luke Cage gets picked up for a 3rd season,
right?
Because the way they set it up, if you've seen the end of Luke Cage season 2, then you know Luke Cage, might have to be put in his place.
Oh, he's a gangster now.
I wasn't going to say it. I just let you say it. But yeah, at the end of Luke Cage season 2, he's in a zone where he's going to have to be put in his place, and as we know, there's only a few things that can put him in his place. And when we first saw Danny and Luke meet, Luke's jaw went the whole other direction.
That's true.
New York, Harlem ain't that far from, where was he? I think he was in Manhattan. Harlem ain't that far from Manhattan.
So you think it'll stay a Luke Cage? So like, all right, so if they pick it up, are they going to make a Power Man and Iron Fist show? Or is it still just going to be like Luke Cage?
I think it'll be Luke Cage. I think more so the Iron Fist would be a reoccurring character, kind of like Rosario Dawson. How like she might be in there for like 3, 4, 5 episodes.
But he's a whole defender though, so we're going to.
I mean, he is, but you don't need him in every episode. He might not be in the first half of the show. And he might come in the second half because by the second half, maybe Luke does something where it's just like, all right, I've been letting shit slide. I've been letting Misty talk to you and try to get you right, but you crossed the line, and now that you crossed that line, I'm here. We got to handle this. So you can get away with him not being in the entire show. Like, shoot, he can show up like the last 2 episodes and just be like, nah, I'm here to kick your ass now. Let's fight.
I had enough of this shit.
Yeah, he's like, look,
you need to fight.
Look, I try to stay in my area. You try to stay in yours. Matt's back in town. Jessica's doing her shit. It's time I fuck you up, though.
Now that shit, with Matt being back in town, that shit looks like it's gonna be great. It's not a topic we have.
Yeah, that trailer for that last trailer that I showed you guys for Daredevil season 3, that was all I needed.
Yo,
that right there, like, and you released it like 2 weeks before it come out. I was like, just here. Like, what's that Fry meme? Take my money.
Shut up and take my money.
Shut up and take my money. You ain't even really take my money. I pay monthly for it anyway. Like, I've already technically paid y'all for the month. I'm just like, here, take more money and make it come out quicker.
Do you need more?
Like, but yeah, I can't wait for that. So yeah, rip to Iron Fist. I do feel a little sorry for it, but at the same time, I completely understand why it got canceled, and I completely understand why the viewership might have been down, because after season 1, so many people were off of it, and the Defenders didn't really do much to redeem it, and even in Luke Cage, it's like, all right, he's gotten better, but as far as I see, I'm only watching Danny, so I don't know about the other characters from season 1, how they're going to be.
Right.
Because you really only saw it. Because outside of the Iron Fist, you only saw. Shooter said Iron Fist was terrible.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, other than
what up, Shooter?
Colleen. Yeah, other than Colleen and Danny, I didn't see anyone else. And those other characters in Iron Fist, they weren't really that great of characters either. Like the Meacham siblings, the people that ran with them, they weren't all that interesting. They were just.
I mean, it shows that people just weren't interested in these people.
Although one of them, So one of them was actually dude from Banshee. One of the siblings, the Meacham siblings. He was
The sheriff?
No, he wasn't the sheriff. You remember seasons 3 and 4 when did it go 4 seasons or 5? Season 3 or 4 when the racist, the one who used to be the Nazi.
Yeah.
And him.
Okay.
And like I was holding out hope because I really liked him in Banshee. Like, yeah, he was the Nazi who turned his life around, and like his brother blowtorch, like used the torch to torch the Nazi symbol off his chest.
Yeah.
Banshee, if you don't mind rated R or rated MA TV shows,
which you shouldn't,
go find Banshee on Cinemax. That was a great show of theirs. It ran for 4 seasons. I highly recommend it. What up, Shooter? I don't have a Martin voice, so I just.
What's up? This is the best I can do.
Yeah, I was like, you was breaking up toward the up part. You hit the was.
No good for us today now.
So we on to our next trailer.
On to our next trailer. What we're gonna do? Glass.
Glass or Pet Cemetery? Which
Pet Cemetery.
I don't care. I don't know what order I had these in, so that's why.
It's this one.
It's that one.
Yeah, just guess. Just press play and you'll figure it out.
Or I could just lean over and see. Hold on, let me get it all ready. All right, here we are with Pet Cemetery. I'm going to move out of frame because I actually haven't seen this trailer, so I want to actually look.
It's definitely not Boston. Here we go. Okay, so what do you think?
Wow, this whole place is ours.
I even got him to throw in a whole forest as a new.
I'm never living in a place like that. It's too far from the road.
It was a myth. Kids used to dare each other to go into the woods at night. They knew the power of that place. They feared it. Those woods belong to something else. The ground is bad.
It was just a cat.
Maybe just some crazy folk tale. But there is something up in those woods. There's something that brings things back. Sometimes dead is better.
Yeah, so that wasn't creepy at all.
Why they just letting these kids parade around town?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You know, worshiping the dead like this. Like,
Why are you telling me that something's wrong? And how you gonna tell me that something wrong with the cemetery, but then all these kids are in the cemetery? Like, where are the parents?
I'm just gonna send these kids up here. Were they walking with an adult?
I don't think so. I don't think this sequel is going to live up to the original. Probably not. To be honest, I've never seen the original Pet Cemetery. I've seen Pet Cemetery 2 with the kid that played John Connor in Terminator 2.
Yeah, that's the joint with the dirt bike scene.
Yeah, where like they end up killing like his stepfather or something like that. The fat kid's stepfather or something, and they bring him back to life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. So I've never seen the original.
He had that dirt bike up to the kid's face.
Yeah.
And his scarf got caught in the jump.
So this seems like it's going to be dark.
It's got
Jason Clarke.
No, John Voight.
John Lithgow.
John Lithgow. Voight. Who's Voight?
Isn't that Angelina Jolie's dad?
Boom. Yeah, they got John Lithgow in this, and that's Mr. There's Something on the Plane himself. You know what I mean? So,
Whenever I hear him now, I just think of Lord Farquaad from Shrek.
But when his hair gets like crazy like that, like it's some good ass acting is about to go down because he means everything he's saying.
Yeah, I mean, as a horror movie aficionado, I'll probably go see it. I ain't gonna say aficionado. Someone who likes horror movies, I prefer to go see horror movies with people around because to me, a lot of times horror movies are mostly comedies, and so I get bigger laughs when I'm around people watching them. So,
yeah, man.
I mean, it seems interesting. It's definitely something I'll go ahead and watch.
You should watch The Terrifier though. If anybody is watching and listening, which I know you are, because you love us. You should watch this movie. It's on Netflix. It's called The Terrifier. It's a horrible movie. Don't get me wrong. It's a bad movie.
If you don't like clowns, you're not going to like it.
If you don't like clowns, you're going to hate it.
And if you like clowns, you might not like clowns afterwards.
You're either two things is going to happen the next time you see a clown after watching this movie. Your flight senses are going to kick in or your fight senses are going to kick in. Either you're going to kick that clown's ass or you're going to get the fuck out of Dodge. Huh. But this movie is one of the worst clown movies I've ever seen in my life. The gore was on like 100, dude. Like, it was a really tough watch. These murder scenes.
Yeah, I remember because for you, the end scene of the cabin in the woods you said was a tough watch.
Well, yeah, with all that, it was a lot going on. It's like bodies were being sprayed on the walls. So it was a lot going on. It's kind of hard because I'm not, I watch horror movies now, but it was a long stretch where I just didn't fuck with horror movies at all.
Yeah, and then they're different. You had like horror movies that were just there to scare, and then horror movies that were there for the gore.
Yeah, this one is definitely here for the gore. Like, I woke up into that shit and had no idea what was going on. No, we were over Hypno's house.
Okay.
And we were watching. He put on a movie, and we were watching it or whatever. And I was like tired because I was running errands that day, so I nodded off, and I woke up to the specific scene where like this guy's face is getting like stabbed.
Damn.
And they're showing the face getting like butchered up, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Like, what is this?
That's when you look at Hypno and be like, it's Halloween. Just play Hocus Pocus or something, Nick. It's like, go, like, I want to hear you. I put a spell on you.
This is the second time he's done this. It's the first time. Okay, so this was The Terrifier. Now, like I said, watch the movie. This is a movie you definitely want to get out the way first. Watch the movie. You'll probably never watch it again. I had the misfortune of watching it twice because I showed some other friends this movie. So y'all gotta watch this shit. This shit is nuts. So watch The Terrifier. And there's another movie Hypno put on.
Was it Trick or Treat?
No, it was this
that was
Asian...
That was a good movie.
This Asian movie. Oh my god, I can't remember what it's called. It was this Asian movie.
What was the premise?
So this girl she's on a school bus, and it's an Asian movie, so it's like all these schoolgirls and like the little skirts and the school uniforms or whatever, and they're all laughing or whatever, and she's drawn on a piece of paper, and she drops her pen and she bends down to pick the pen up. She's the only one down at like foot level picking the pen up, and as soon as she bends down, this wind kind of like whips across. She's on one bus and there's a bus in front of her. This wind whips across the buses and it's like a blade, and it cuts everybody in half. It cuts the car in half. Everything is cut in half, and she stands up and she's like the only person with her like torso intact. Everybody else has just been cut in half. So
in other words, technically she should have died because that bus should have turned over and crashed.
Most likely. But this shit was nuts. And I was like, I remember looking at it, like, what did you just put on? And he was like, I don't know, it's called it's not hide and seek. It's another like children's game. I just had it and I lost it.
Peekaboo or something?
I'm fine. I'm gonna find it and let everybody know it. But that I guess because it's Netflix and it's like October now and it's like crazy horror movies.
I got like I said, I like Trick or Treat. It's a older movie. Like it was like in the 2010s, but it was like an anthology where like 3 different stories. But it was an enjoyable movie. It was a little kid in a scarecrow like outfit with a pumpkin head that scared the shit out of me. I was like, what the fuck is this thing? So that speaking of Asians though and horror. So you remember that horror zombie movie, Train to Busan?
Yeah, Train to Busan.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
they're remaking that.
In American.
Mm-hmm.
That if they stick to the source, that was a good ass movie. It's going to be a good ass movie in any.
Yeah, anyone who hasn't seen that, I highly recommend it. I think it's like a Korean horror movie. Train to Busan. I think it's like BAU.
It's Busan, man.
Busan.
I don't.
It's
Busan.
Like, it's Busan. It's like, all right, I'm trying to. All right, it's Bus. Like, nah, I'm just joking. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. It's like, look, all I know is it could be Busan. It's BUSAN.
No, that was a good ass movie. As a matter of fact, I'm a man. I can admit it, but might have shed a thug tear at the.
That's definitely a thug tear at the end.
In that movie. It was some real shit happened in that movie.
Shooter wants to know what's the scariest horror movie we've ever seen.
Ever?
That's so hard.
I know. Yeah, I know.
And you want to know why it's hard? It's because after a while, I'll watch a movie a certain amount of times and I'll just get less scared, so I can't think of why I was initially so scared of it. I could say one of the goriest movies. I could say a movie that I own, a horror movie that I've owned that I've probably only seen like once or twice, is the remake of Evil Dead. I can definitely say I've seen the Saw movies multiple times. I've gone back and watched that. It was something about the demonics and the demons and the deadites in that remake.
Uh-huh.
They like upped the gore factor. I was like, yeah. I've probably seen that movie like twice since I've purchased it, and if anything, I'll just watch the end fight against like the evil demon. Everything else is like, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see like people hammer their arms to wooden boards and like cut their tongues with razor blades and things like that.
Tag.
That's
what the movie's called. It's called Tag.
Not to be confused with the Jeremy Renner Hannibal Buress 2018 film.
No, don't watch that shit thinking that you're going to get anything like that. No.
It's like, oh, maybe this is an Asian version of that movie.
Oh, hell no. No, that movie is crazy from beginning to end. But yeah, I'm sorry, what were we saying?
Oh no, I was just talking about like in recent memory, I would probably say that's the scariest horror movie I saw was probably the remake of Evil Dead.
Now, you know what?
Are you gonna say the Babadook?
No, but that was a good movie.
Yeah.
No, that didn't scare me. Honestly, because like we're adults. Movies aren't really going to scare us.
For the most part, for me, you have to outgore me. You know, that's my definition of scary. When
you looking like,
yeah, when I start looking and I'm just like, I know this isn't real, but my stomach feels it. You've done a good job.
The Terrifier would do that.
Because
it's no CGI, all practical.
Oh,
and it's just
because I remember in Evil Dead when the chick had her arm stuck under a tire or something, and she literally ripped her hand off from underneath of it, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, I can't do this. Like, I'm not sure. Like, I'm not a strong one right now. I need my strong friend. I couldn't, like, the chick when somebody like cut their tongue with like a razor blade. I was like, what the?
Yeah. Like movies like that, and there's another movie called Would You Rather? I think it was called.
Yeah, a lot of the
mental, like those torture things, mental
horror things don't get to me as much as they used to.
I couldn't really get it just, but no. So like I said, like we're adults, so we don't really get scared by horror movies. But I still haven't finished like the Final Destination series.
Tell that to Biggums. Biggums was up in this. They talking about how good the Nun was and how that caught him.
But I heard that movie was bad everywhere else.
Oh yeah, even the critics said it was bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, it scared you? I guess. Like, okay. No, but I haven't finished the Final Destination series only for the fact that I was like, nah, that's too real for me. Like my brain knows this is fake, but I'm like, nah, this is too real for me.
I stopped after 2. To be honest, I've seen them all except for the fourth one, and I own them all except for the fourth one.
I was like, I
heard the fourth one was bad.
I don't care about the plot. I don't care about the cast.
I like the fifth one because I like the fifth one because, spoiler alert, even though this movie came out a while ago, even though it looks like a sequel, it's actually a prequel.
I heard about that. And it's a very cool thing because I saw the first one.
And that
was like, if you would watch the last one.
And the way they caught the black dude in that movie at the end, did you hear about that?
No. Who Candyman?
No, not Candyman. So so it ended, and it was the black dude was in this, and he thought he was safe, and he was saved and everything because death had skipped him or whatnot, and it turned because in this movie they were saying in order for death to skip you, you have to kill someone else.
Who's making up the rules to this shit?
I don't know, but that's what it was in the
because in order for death to stop totally or period for that group, and the second one, that baby had to be born.
Yeah, a new life had to,
and it like negates everybody's like death contract or whatever.
Yeah,
but
so in this one, they were just like, if you escaped it, it moves to the next person. The only way to actually stop it is if you kill someone and they die in your place.
Like a random person or like someone who's already in line to die.
No, it could just be anybody.
Okay,
so
become a murderer to
so
save
the black
folks?
So the black dude in this movie, he worked at like some type of not construction, but like a metal works place or something like that.
Okay,
like a steel shop,
steel
or something.
Mill,
yeah, something like that. And I think he gets into a fight with somebody he works with, and like something happens, and like the dude he accidentally pushes the dude, or the dude like while they're like kind of fighting, the dude like trips and falls back and kills himself.
Okay.
And so the black dude,
like some machinery.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Like he just fell in. Like so the black dude's just like, all right, technically, like, all right, it skipped me. I'm good. I'm straight. Like I hate that someone died, but I'm happy I get to live. And so the end of the
fight was he was in the fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Him and the dude were getting into a fight.
Okay, and he okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think they were getting into a fight because the dude was black. Because the dude didn't like because he was black, or maybe because he was young. He was young, and I think he was like in a supervisory position or something like that.
Gotcha.
And so Final Destination 5 ends with the main character and his girlfriend on a plane, and what you find out is that's the plane from the first movie, the plane that blew up in the first movie. So they go in the air and they think they're safe, and then the plane blows up, and on the ground somewhere, the black dude is having a conversation with his coworkers at like a little wake thing that they were doing for the guy that had died.
Yeah.
And so one of the coworkers told the black dude, yeah, man, it doesn't matter. He wouldn't have had much longer anyway. He had terminal brain cancer or like a tumor or something like that. So he's like, he was going to die no matter what. So the black dude was like, wait, so no matter what, he was going to die soon? Yeah. And then a landing gear falls on the black dude. That's how it ends.
Okay.
And so once again, if that was a spoiler, I don't feel bad because you should have seen the movie a long time ago.
Well, it gets a bit ridiculous towards the end, I suppose. But
I mean, but overall, I would say it was probably out of the 5 movies. I didn't see the 4th one because I've heard the 4th was trash. It was probably the second or third best one.
Okay.
Yeah, like the first one set the tone. The second one was pretty dope because they brought in old girl from the first movie. But this one was I like this one a lot. The last one.
I didn't like how they did the dude from the first movie because they like killed him off.
Yeah, they killed him off screen, so you didn't know like what happened to him.
He was it a brick fell on him or something like that, and I was like, dude, this dude spent like the whole first movie figuring this shit out. And you gonna tell me a brick fell on his head?
You wanna know what I really would have liked? I would have kind of liked if that Janet picked up like right after the way the first one ended, where he went to go save, where they thought they were all safe, and he went to go save his friend, and his friend saved him, the football player saved him and whatnot. Like, oh, you gotta watch out. He's like, you could have died. It's like it just skipped me, and the sign came back. Oh, yeah. He's like, well, who's next?
Yeah.
Man.
That's a horrible fucking way to live, dude.
It is.
That's what I'm saying. That's some torturous shit.
You always got to watch each other's back to make sure that you don't die.
For the rest of your life. And not just like, choke on some steak or something like that. Nah, they like something horrific. Like a landing gear falling on top of you. I don't know.
Man, so, hour 45.
Time's going.
So, what you want to... Well, screw it. Big news. Marvel said, or Disney said, fuck it, James Gunn, we can't have you around. You're going to make us look bad. DC said, we don't give a shit. Come here.
You want to talk about a free agent pickup?
Dog. So.
Championship.
I know Brown, I remember when the James Gunn thing happened, Brown was just like, oh, they're beating this to the ground. This is a dead horse. Guess what? It was never a dead horse because something was always popping up new in the news about it. And the new shit about James Gunn is He is not directing. He's writing Suicide Squad 2.
That's way better.
He wants to direct too, but he's writing it. And considering how crappy the DC writers have been so far, and how good the original Guardians was, how okay Volume 2 was, I'm happy for that.
This could be the turnaround that DC needs.
It could be. It could be. If they're going to tie it into their universe, James Gunn has already shown, at least with the first Guardians of the Galaxy, I think the reason why that one was so good was because not only was it a standalone story, but he did a good job. Or not only was it introducing a new element to the MCU, but he connected it to the other movies so well.
Yeah.
And so if he can do that for DC, connect it to the DC EU, whatever it's called, with Flash and Batman and all that, thank God it could set a whole different pace for DC.
Now we're not saying that we're DC fanboys or anything like that.
Like I thoroughly will admit that I do love Marvel, but when it comes to the comics, I like DC Comics better.
I won't say it, but no, man, this is good news for them.
It is.
Seriously, this can turn things around. This can at least set a pace, like you're saying, sets a tone.
Yeah, set a tone
to really make things go further, man. And
I mean, the most loyal. Yo, can we just admit that Batista is the most loyalist person that you will ever meet?
He's about it.
Like Batista is
no nonsense
straight.
Guy.
Yeah, Batista is just straight gangster with it. Like, because Batista already said, "Hey, you need someone? King Shark Dog. I'm ready, James. Like, come, because you got to think about it.
There.
Yeah, because someone said it and they put it in perspective for me. They were just like, you got to think about it. Batista was acting before Guardians, but Guardians was his big breakout role. And James Gunn, he really wanted Batista. He went to the studio and told this is my guy. This is Drax.
Right.
Everyone else, Zoe Saldana was already Zoe Saldana. People already knew what's his name, Chris Pine. No, not Chris Pine. Chris
Evan.
What's his name? It's too many Chris's.
Pratt.
Yeah, Chris Pratt. You already knew him from, if you saw Everwood, you remember him in the Everwood. If you saw Parks and Recreation, if you saw Moneyball, so he had already been around. He had already been around the acting scene for a while. You already knew who Vin Diesel and Bradley Cooper were. So really, Batista was the only real unknown person that you had to take a risk on.
Right.
And it worked out very well for him. So Batista's the most. Batista got loyalty. I'm now convinced when Batista left WWE, they had to piss him. I hear all the time that Vince does some shady stuff, but then I also know there are some lifers in WWE who play their role, know their role, and they're just I'm happy with my role. Yeah. But nah,
Batista play ball.
Batista do you know how much loyalty you would get out of me if you did the right thing? This proves it.
He's showing it right here.
Even Michael Rosenbaum from Smallville, who played Lex Luthor, he's I would be more than happy to be a part of James Gunn's Suicide Squad.
I want to see him back on somebody's TV.
He should have been Lex Luthor, man.
I want to see him back on somebody's TV. Yeah.
When it came time to cast, I would have been Michael Rosenbaum. That's what I want. People are already going to associate him with being Lex Luthor already.
But me being the Jesse Eisenberg guy that I am, I'm
a Jesse Eisenberg. I like Jesse Eisenberg, but no one I don't think can do the way everyone's just you got Heath Ledger as Joker, and other people might do good jobs, but it's always going to be Heath Ledger. Yeah. Michael Rosenbaum, he showed you the rise and the fall of Lex Luthor. And granted, it's because it was a TV show, but he did it so well that even after he took 2 years off and came back for the series finale, it was a beat was never skipped. It was you really believed at the end when him and Tom Welling he's having his final speech you're always gonna be the hero. I was always destined to stop you, and he's I'm sorry I couldn't save you, Lex. It's I'm not. That's it's he was the most believable but likable character at the same time. Because at first it was just you saw there was a reason why he did what he did.
Yeah. And
then later on it just got to be plain evil. And it's just I can see why this hurts Clark so much, because I saw the potential that you had in you as well. He was a likable character throughout the entire. He was a likable character throughout the first three seasons, and then during season 4 was when he really started doing some fuck shit because he was doing a whole bunch of extra stuff behind people's back, always lying to people's face. But even then, he was like, he could be redeemed. Even then, he come to Clark like, look, I want to do better. I can do better. You know, you help me be a better person.
But you just gotta tell me your secret, man.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's it.
That was Lex's thing. Lex's biggest thing was just his obsession, and he didn't know how to get past his obsession.
Ride for you, son, but you gotta let me in on what's going on.
And
I know you know about these rocks.
And that's exactly what he said in the season 7 finale when he found out his secret. He's like, I would have protected you. He's like, I wouldn't have told anyone. You would have been safe. He's like, think of how me and you could have been. Like, think about how me and you could have ruled the world, man, or we could have like protected the world, made it in our image. He's like, I loved you like a brother. That shit was Michael Rosenbaum was,
you brother.
Michael Rosenbaum was probably the best thing to come out of Smallville.
Probably so. You know, but he was a hilarious actor. Like, comedic actor.
Oh, yeah.
Hilarious. Comedic actor.
He was in another TV. He was in another TV show after that called Breaking In. It only lasted like 2 seasons, but he was funny in that.
So the boys got range.
Yeah, so I definitely would have. Him in the DCEU as Lex Luthor, that would have been great because he could do a little jokey Lex Luthor, but when it's time to get serious and you believe, I totally believe it. Like Jesse Eisenberg looks smug, but he doesn't look like he's evil. He just looks smug.
My thing was he had that evil genius, like look about him, like. To
me, I feel like he was just playing a bald-headed version of his Mark Zuckerberg character.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, I was like, looking at him, I was like, he can pull that off because he gives off that, you know, I'm smarter than you. I'm the smartest person in the room.
Yeah. Type
thing. And I was like, yeah, he could do that. He can pull that off. He can give a new take to Lex Luthor.
Yeah, but Michael Rosenbaum brought the I'm the mastermind. Like he brought the I'm the evil mastermind.
Yeah.
Like I'm the evil mastermind, and I got everybody right where I want them to be, and there ain't nothing you can do to change where I want you to be.
Yeah.
Like Jesse Eisenberg was like legit hurt when Batman and Superman didn't kill each other. Michael Rosenbaum would have been like, nope, I already had that. I already had everything figured out.
I knew you all wouldn't kill each other.
Yeah. And then also speaking of DC. Since we were congratulating James Gunn, I showed you the picture of Ruby Rose, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
For those who didn't see, let me go ahead and try to pull that up real quick.
I want to hear your take because you weren't really too pleased with them picking Ruby Rose. Like, what do you think of her and her outfit?
I mean, her in the outfit isn't bad. I mean, the outfit looks right. The outfit definitely looks comic. It looks comic accurate. I don't have an actual...
It does. This is one of the most comic accurate outfits I've seen. This is almost spot on.
Yeah,
almost.
I mean, my whole thing was just it wasn't like necessarily like to bash her. It's just I haven't seen her do anything that made me believe that she, like, I believe like martial arts. No, it's just I believe she can do the action.
Yeah.
Because of John Wick, so that was fine.
Right.
It was just other stuff. It's just I don't know. I just didn't see anything that would make me think that she would have the range to do some of the other like. Because
this is our first time really seeing her on any type of screen besides Bad Blood. Right.
Yeah, but even then, you got an idea of what it was. Like she was a vet. She was a vet who got kidnapped when she was younger and had to watch her mother and her mother and her sister like die right in front of her. Like on top of that, she was also dealing with like she had to deal with that trauma while at the same time dealing with her sexuality. It was just a lot, and I haven't seen anything that made me think that she could pull off that range.
I think John Wick sewed that up pretty much.
Yeah, but Keanu's been acting for a long time, so Keanu's range was never in question.
Well, no, I'm not talking about John Wick. I'm talking about her role in John Wick.
I feel like she didn't have to do anything in John Wick. All she had to do was look tough and sign.
Yeah, but
like I said, I don't doubt that she could do the action. That was never in question. Like even like when I saw her in the Meg, even when she was in the Meg, she wasn't like. She was there. She was saying lines, but she's like.
What about that prison show?
I didn't even watch. I
Orange
stopped
is the New Black.
I stopped Orange is the New Black after like season 2 or 3, so I didn't really see her.
Oh, you didn't see her? Well, that acting wise, that's what I'm saying. She can pull this character off. Like whatever motivation that woman has, like she can portray.
I can be proof.
Much,
Like I said,
you got the action.
Like I said, I definitely like just because I don't agree with the casting doesn't mean that I won't go see it.
Nah, man, I'm not saying that.
Well, like, cause I know very well that people will surprise you all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, if people were to judge Ben Affleck off of his movies in the 90s, I mean in the 2000s before The Town came out, no one would have gone to go see The Town. You know why? Because you're thinking of Geely, you're thinking of Daredevil, you're thinking of
I didn't see The Town. I've seen it now. When it came out,
you're thinking of Geely, you're thinking of Daredevil, you're thinking of Paycheck, you're thinking of Changing Lanes.
I was like, he's been slumming it up.
Yeah, it's like you're thinking of, you know, you're not thinking of a lot of stuff like other than like maybe comedies, like maybe Jersey Girl or something like that.
Yeah.
But you don't have a very good taste in your mouth for Ben Affleck. It's just for me, I haven't seen anything that gives me confidence, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to watch it to see how she does.
And then he comes and
I
blows
definitely
the lid off of this Batman role.
Yeah, like I'm the person where even if I have my doubts, I want you to prove me wrong.
So that's what you're hoping that.
Yeah, I hope you prove me wrong. Like when Heath Ledger got casted, I was just like, I knew Heath Ledger had range, but I still wasn't all that excited that he got cast as Joker. But I was like, all right, I know this dude has range. I know he.
I think at that time I was like, boo, bring back Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, so.
And now like we got Joaquin Phoenix. It's like, boo, bring back Heath
Ledger, bring him back. Take Heath to the pet cemetery.
Find a way to get Heath back, or no Joker at all. Boo. And you see how I skipped Leto because no one really liked Leto.
I feel like Leto didn't have a chance to really do anything though.
Hey, look, and I agree with you.
Like I'm telling you,
it's
like
me you're talking to.
I honestly believe that if you took bits and pieces out The Dark Knight and gave Heath Ledger as much screen time as Jared Leto, people wouldn't have been sold on Heath Ledger.
Maybe.
Because Jared Leto said a lot of his scenes were cut out.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Well, I'm sure everybody saw that. That was a yawn. I tried to stop it.
If you would have done it like 45 seconds earlier, it was still on the picture of Batwoman.
Drats.
All right, don't worry. We got two literal quick hits, and then one trailer, and then we're done. So I'm going to go ahead and do this if I can figure out what I'm doing. Full screen, activate. Where's the second page? And there we go. Two different things, two pictures. So picture number 1 right here. This is the official logo for John Wick 3.
Boom.
It's like, as you can see, Mr. I kick ass, Mr. End of my trilogy, Mr. Y'all ain't fucking with me.
Is John Wick whooping 007's ass?
Yes. Because I feel 00, at least from my mindset, I always felt like 007, while he, did the hand-to-hand combat, I felt like he was more so relying on gadgets.
Is John Wick whooping Jason Bourne's ass?
I don't know. Because, goddamn, you gotta think, the muscle memory of Jason Bourne was off the chain. So if he was able to kick all that ass with no memory, and he wasn't like really trying to hurt people, he was just more so thinking about protecting himself.
Fucking pencil.
Yeah.
Fucking pencil.
Well, all right, I'll put it like this. It's a toss-up because you got to think. Jason Bourne has basically been able to hide from government agencies for a long-ass time. Right. John Wick
is hiding.
John Wick, people know. John Wick knows. People know who John Wick is. They said assassins after Jason Bourne.
No, but he's hiding from like the League of Assassins, dude. Like every assassin on the planet.
In the first John Wick was home. John Wick was just chilling. Everyone knew where John Wick. Everyone apparently knew where John Wick was, except for the one dumbass who decided to fuck with John Wick.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's like, he's like, you know where he got that car from? Where? John Wick's house. He went to 332 Chestnut Lane. He's like, yeah. He's like, I thought a total never go to 332 Chestnut Lane.
Get that car the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's like
get it out of my shop.
The cop showed up. It's like, hey, John, everything good? Yeah, you back at work?
You working again?
So yeah, maybe John Wick. When you
ain't got just sorting some things.
When you ain't got a secret identity and people still don't fuck with you. Yeah, that's the thing. Jason Bourne had to hide. John Wick like, I'm right here. I'm still standing.
I'm right here, son. Niggas came to his house, dead. Niggas blew up his house.
My man got into a secret shoot. My man got into a secret silencer shootout in the middle of a train station.
No, my
like,
joke was the conversation for why he was there in the first place. He was like, we used to ask if he was working, and then he was like, "You here for the Pope?" Nah. Okay, cool. Hey, look, man, enjoy your stay.
The way he then the way he did Common, like out of respect, he's like, "Look, this knife is right here by this artery, dog." He said, "If you pull it, you gonna die." He said, "I don't want you to pull it." He said, "Consider this a courtesy."
This choice is up to you.
Yeah. All right, so we got that, and then we got the second picture. This is an official screenshot of Idris Elba as whoever the fuck the bad guy is from the Hobbs and Shaw Fast and Furious spinoff movie. So
is John Wick whooping Hobbs and Shaw's ass? Okay, well, make it.
So
easy.
I'm gonna.
Is John Wick whooping the transporter?
With weapons, possibly.
Weapons, just period.
I'm saying with
Like them going at each other with their full.
Like if he fought him hand to hand like he fought Ruby Rose, I don't know if John Wick is beating him. I'm sorry. Like John Wick may be the thing of nightmares, but come on, man, you remember the movie Spy? Jason Statham was a character of himself. My man said, I once jumped from a skyscraper using my coat as a parachute, broke both my legs, and went to perform in Circus Olay the same night.
How is that possible?
He said, I'm immune to over 50 different types of poison. Why? Because I ingested them all during a Poison Fight Club ring I was infiltrating. My man said I once drove onto a moving train while on fire. The car wasn't on fire. I was on fire. The legend of Jason, like, in all honesty, the legend of Jason Statham is like, I would say it's probably it's only thing above it is the legend of Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I would have to give it to. I had to give it to Jason to the transporter in that one.
Transporter
with no weapons, I'm giving it to the transporter. With weapons, John Wick probably has that advantage.
Just with a pistol, man. John Wick.
I'm just saying because transporter with special forces. He knows his way around weapons. Like he prefers to fight. He prefers hand to hand combat. Oh, my father must be here. I heard him.
Dope.
But yeah, that's Idris Elba as the bad guy in Hobbs and Shaw. So welcome to the Fast and Furious universe, Idris.
Right?
He look like tactical team leader right there. Like,
that's old.
I mean, he is old. He's like 45, I think.
Come on, man, it's not old.
I mean, that's old. That's action movie wise. That's kind of old. Like now, I'm saying, like, as far as when you think about it, when you think of like when Schwarzenegger and them were in their heydays, they were like in their heydays in like their 30s. Like their prime heydays, 30s. The Rock's prime heydays were his 30s, but he still does a lot of stuff now just because of how big and how fit The Rock is.
Yeah, no shit. Dude works out for
there's a difference between like your prime and you still being in shape to do stuff. Like I believe The Rock's prime was like in his 30s, but I still believe he's in such great shape that he can still do so much shit now.
That dude straight graying up.
Yeah, it's like a Triple H too. We all know his prime was in his 30s. That's when he was the shit. I think someone's telling me they're about to go. But that was it. But we got one more trailer. We do have one more trailer, and then we can end it on this 2-hour long show.
One more trailer.
One more trailer. Oh, why am I acting like I can't see stuff from right here? That's right, everyone. You now get to see me funnel through everything. All they're doing is watching my Chrome screen right now. So it's like, what's he doing? That's right. This is the second trailer, or the second official trailer for the M. Night Shyamalan trilogy, Glass.
Elijah's changed over the years. He's given up.
We keep him heavily sedated.
There is a reason.
before that. He's too thoughtful.
You won't be lonely anymore.
You have 2 new friends.
He's like, hey, I can be smart again.
Have extraordinary gifts like something out of a comic book. I've developed an effective treatment for this disorder. The light will force a different identity to take over.
Por favor, señora. I want my headphones back. Step away from the controls now, little doctor. Can't beat the beat!
So you're not going to shake my hand and let me walk out of here?
Good for you. What do you want?
I am here to see if tales of the extraordinary being are true.
May I meet the beast?
I'm Mary Reynolds.
I need your abilities
This nigga turned the beast on and broke the lights.
out of here and show the world we exist.
So I wonder what happened, because at first the little boy could make the beast come forward if he wanted to. The Edwin personality.
Avenging angel, partner. Avenge us.
I have to get out of here before he gets out.
They are contained.
Are they really though?
They always underestimate the mastermind.
It has begun, David. I found someone who will require your full potential. You shouldn't be hiding in the shadows. You might want to try and stop us. A lot of people are going to die.
Now, who'd like a PB and J sandwich?
We are not meant to have this much power.
Finally, all of us together for the world to see what we are capable of. You need to get out of here.
What have you done, Elijah?
So I'm calling it now. Best movie of January 2019.
The best movie
I said of January
of
2019.
January 20,
Yeah.
just within that month.
Yeah, just within that month. Thought we got another Avengers coming out next year. I ain't giving it that title yet.
No shit. Will we give it that title up until Avengers come out?
Possibly, because I don't think anything comes out in February that I'm looking forward to. And that was a great trailer, man.
I'm excited for that movie. Can't see it on my face. Only because
More personalities from James McAvoy.
Bruce Willis.
Looks like he's trying.
No, if he looks like he's trying, which is good. Because, you know, the last few movies I've seen him in.
I went with you to go see Death Wish. You don't have
He's
to tell
just
me.
fucking breezing through these things, man. I'm not getting anything.
He looks like he wants to be there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm if he's trying, I'm happy because I
And
know
they gave him a
Samuel's
superhero
gonna do
name,
his
man.
thing.
I'm
I know
so-
James McAvoy is gonna do his thing. So I just need Bruce Willis to throw his hat in the ring.
He's there. You know why? Because M. Night gave him a superhero name finally. He is the Overseer, and it works perfectly.
the Overseer.
Yeah, I mean, it works perfectly for him. He's strong. He's almost invulnerable, like except for his fear of water, like his fear of drowning. He can touch people and like see the bad stuff that they might do or the bad stuff they've done. I think so. Yeah, Overseer, that works very well. That's a dope name.
Looks to me like he gonna need some help. He going against Glass and the Beast.
So here's the only thing that kind of throws me. I feel like in this movie, to highlight Samuel L. Jackson's Glass smartness, they had to dumb down the Beast more. Because I feel like the Beast wasn't that dumb in Split.
What made him dumb?
Well,
in this trailer?
not dumb, but I feel like the Beast wouldn't feel the need to partner up with someone. Like I understand why Samuel L. Jackson needs the Beast,
Right.
but from watching Split, I can't actually understand why the Beast needs Samuel L. Jackson.
Now I may have to watch Split again, but what type of intelligence did the Beast show?
I mean, that's why I changed it. Maybe not. He might not have been like super smart, but you know, he was smart. He was smart enough to recognize if people were pure or unpure. you know, like that's why he left old girl alone, because he told her that she was pure because of, you know, the struggles and the hardships that she went through. It made her a pure soul.
Okay.
You know,
I'm gonna eat your friends. But.
Yeah, like he called him impure. Like, you know, he's super. You know, he's super strong. You know, he's super strong.
Right.
He could take the bullets and whatnot. Like, did it? Like, he really, like, to break out the facility, he really didn't need Samuel L. Jackson, unless Samuel L. Jackson just had like an overall master plan that the like he was like, look, this is better than just you kidnapping girls and eating out their hearts. This is like make us, you know, the greatest team ever. But it was more so where it's not. I'm not thinking of it like Batman and Robin, how like Poison Ivy needed Bane for his bronze.
Right.
I mean, needed his bronze and yeah, like it was like, as far as I see, the Beast, he had other people that could be his brains for him because he had all those other personalities.
Oh yeah, but
because
how did the
remember
how did the other personalities feel about the Beast?
It was only 3 of them that really believed in the Beast at first.
Right.
Because remember, it was the dude who was a germaphobe, Dennis. It was the lady Patricia, and it was the kid Edwin. And Edwin had like gained the power to like control which personalities would have control, would like be up front.
Right.
And so the way I see it, did he really need? I mean, one of those personalities wasn't that smart. Like Edwin couldn't like talk to one of the other personalities. Like, look, you see the Beast is here. You see what's going on. If you join us, I can, you know, give you some time in the light. Or you could, you know, or you could just stay here sitting, because I think the way they described it was just like they're all just sitting in a room in a chair. And at first, I forgot what's the dude's name? Kevin, I think was his original name. I forgot which personality could control who had what time. Because that's what happened at first. One personality could control who could come forth and when to send them back. And that's why the Patricia, Dennis, and Edwin ones were pissed off, because they believed in the Beast. No one else did. And so the dude's main personality was like, nah, y'all niggas stay in the back. I'm not letting y'all come forth no more. It also helps that I just watched this movie recently as well.
Boom. Because I'm like, you are like throwing out too many detailed facts.
I just watched it. I just watched this movie after I watched Venom.
In great detail,
because of the trailer,
everybody's motives and all this other stuff.
Yeah, because of the trailer, okay. I watched it after I saw Venom.
In like 8 months.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for it.
No, it looked like a good trailer. It looked like a really good trailer.
It looks like maybe M. Night just does better with his own original ideas.
Well, are we only counting The Last Airbender? Because that's the only thing that he's really done outside of.
I mean, but when you think about it, I would say with what I would deem with probably his original ideas, I would say he has more hits than misses. Because for his misses, I would say Signs, Lady in the Water, and The Village. As far as his movies, as far as his hits, I would say.
I'm so sorry, you guys.
Yeah, as far as his hits, I would say Unbreakable, Sixth Sense, Devil, because I did like Devil. Split.
That's what that Tom Hardy looked like.
Yeah, Logan Marshall Green. Split. What was it?
I didn't think
was it the Visit?
Was a bad movie. I just think it's a weird movie.
Well, The Visit, was that the one with the?
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, he has more hits than misses. Speaking of the Tom Hardy lookalike, you know, on Double Toasted, Corey and Martin were just like, you already had the perfect setup for a Venom movie. It was called Upgrade. Sorry, hold on. Weiss asked me how much longer we will be.
However long will be. But she can't.
No, my father's here, so.
No.
But yeah, so they were talking about Upgrade, how like it already kind of had like that symbiotic relationship because of the way Stem was talking to what you call it and like doing stuff for him, stuff like that. It's like, that's everything Venom should have been. Just add on the CGI costume, and that could have been a great Venom movie.
Well, I mean, Stem was pretty robotic.
Yeah.
Like you still want.
I mean, but Stem tried to throw some jokes in there and shit.
It was like robotic jokes.
Yeah, but I guess they're just saying as far as like the need, the give and take relationship.
Yeah. I get it. Like the bond.
Yeah. But I mean, for the most part, as you all heard, I'm in a rush. But a little bit over 2 hours. This was a good show. I'm gonna do what I always do. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know where you can find us. Social media. bam. Like, as you see, almost everything is pretty much KB King's Media, except for the Twitter and Twitter and my mixer, King Phenom. If I get better at games, I promise I will stream. I'm not great at games, so I'll play them, but all y'all gonna do is say I'm trash the whole time. If you're wondering, the little third one in the middle, the third to last one, not third to last one. Yeah, third to last, with the little line and the little circle. That's our Patreon. We love what we do. We want to keep doing it. Just sometimes, for the equipment and the space, which right now is my basement, but I do want to get us like in the studio or something for a little bit more professional audio quality for everyone. So for as little as $1 a month, you can help support this podcast in a big way. If you can think about whether or not you spend $1 on stupider things in a month, then would it really hurt you to help some creators create? Like a little can go a long way in help building the kingdom. So that's up to you. I don't force it on no one.
They say it takes a village
to raise a podcast. But yeah, donations are always they're always accepted. They're never mandatory. Love is love, no matter how you choose to show it or how we choose to show it. We appreciate everything that you guys do. Also, if you want to game with us, bam, there go them gamer tags. At the top is me, King Phenom. Under that, you have King Serious Lee. You have Smurf78, who was our one-time guest, AK Senpai. Try to get her back in here one day, hopefully. I'm sorry. No, the Smurf78 is a Blank Man.
That's Blank Man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sailor Slytherin was our guest, AK Senpai.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get her back in here. I haven't messaged her in a while, though. I got to see what's up with her.
We will. I know she's got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, and I know Blank Man has some stuff going on, too. So
also has a lot of stuff
Brown has a lot. Everyone else, everyone has life.
Life is kicking ass in full force right now.
But we're trying to take the names and roll with it. But anyway, yeah, those are all the gamer tags. I'm the only PS4 person here, so you can find me at the Sparker88, which will be changed to King Phenom sometime next year when PlayStation finally gets their shit together, right?
You boy.
So, nothing else?
No, that's it.
We covered a lot. Did a lot of trailers. Like, I hope we made up for missing last show, because this is like an extra 20 minutes on top of what we normally do.
That's true. If there's anything that y'all think we missed, definitely let us know.
Yeah, so just send some, put some stuff in the chats. You can always feel free to email us too at what is it at KBK? No, it's kickbackkings301@gmail.com. You can hit us up with any requests, any questions. We love your feedback. We would love for you guys to come up with topics, because I don't feel like finding topics all the time. Like, I love how, Shooter just asked us today. He's like, what is your favorite or scariest horror movie? Like, that's like a 20-minute topic we can go down. And it's a fan question. That's why I can't wait till we start doing, our fan podcast where we, do interviews or have our fans as our guests on the show.
Be able to talk to you guys.
Yeah, it's like, you guys make us what we are. But
I like how you put that.
Yeah. But on that note, I got to go because I got a family. He got to go because he got to get some sleep. So, like always, I am King Phenom. That's King Serious Lee. On behalf of Miss Brown and Blank Man, we are the Blair.